दामितांश्च हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधो दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमोस्तुते तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिन्निति नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण Welcome to all of you for today's session. Today we are going to discuss Srimad Bhagavatam 6th canto, second chapter, sloka number 11 onwards. Just before going to start new things, so just we will have a quick recap, which will take another 10 minutes or 15 minutes. So that whatever we learn that can be concrete. So kindly classify. So about whom we discussed. Instead of saying the points, so let us we summarize for everyone's benefit. So in that purport of 6.2.9 and 10, Srila Vishnu Chakra Thakur's purport. Video is not on. Channel is not ready. This is probably time over. Again. Yeah. कल भी ऐसे no internet. Don't. Huh? Yeah. So we can just have a summary. We discussed about Ajamil. Ajamil case is what? Without offenses. Without offenses, and also is like a go Gardaba. Go means cow, Gardaba means donkey. That means he is innocent like cow and donkey. His intelligence is not there. That means he is completely ignorant. Instead of ignorant, full ignorant. Full ignorant person. So this is a one case. Second case is so with offenses. With offenses, person with offenses, and what else? He took Vaishnava Diksha. Vaishnava Diksha and Guru. Vaishnava Guru. And another case is with offenses. So doing Shravana Kirtanadrupa Bhakti, doing Shravana Kirtanadrupa Bhakti, and no initiation, no Guru. So he has no Guru. So, and one more case is what? Karmi, Jnani, and so on. That means those who do Gunibhuta Bhakti. कहाँ गए सब लोग? कल का प्रकट हो गए इसीलिए क्या बाकी सब हम अपना पढ़ेंगे है ना? लॉजिक चलाते सब ठीक है कोई बात. तो गुणीभूत भक्ति. So someone is doing Gunibhuta Bhakti, but means they are making Bhakti as an assistant to karma or jnana or otherwise yoga, whatever dana, tapa, vrata, so and so. Such a people. Okay. And sinful offenders, complete offenders, whatever demigod worshippers. Demigod worshippers. Okay, next demigod worshippers. Next full offenders. So, Mayavadi says I could specifically not discuss them. So now we have to discuss destiny of each and every. Can be a summary. Okay. So let us discuss each and every case. सबसे पहले आजामिल का ही ले लो. Without offense, full ignorant. Full ignorant of what? Full ignorant of entire process. Entire bhakti process. So he is ignorant like animal. He is ignorant like animal about entire bhakti process. So then you have to help me. So what is the situation in their case? In these people's case, they are offenseless. Offense, that means without offenses. Even namabhas. What we understood? Even namabhas. Even namabhas, they will do namabhas only because they are full of ignorant. So somehow or other, if they take up namabhas, that can destroy all the sins. That means one first, or otherwise one first First holy name. Now was one. First holy name. Otherwise, you can one first, one first, first and also one holy name. That can destroy all the past, present, future sins. That can destroy all present, future sins, and also gives that one first holy name also gives Vaikunta. Yes or no? This we have seen. What about later they take holy names? All those will become bhakti for them. Later holy names or later namabhas, later part of namabhas will achieve bhakti. So how such an ignorant person can take up namabhas? This is possible only by mercy of some sadhu in their this life or past life or any time. We can write like otherwise. Such an ignorant person, get chance to do namabhas or bhakti abhas. Anything is okay. Okay, any bhakti activity, not only chanting name. Even he may hear or he may just do any activity of get darshan or anything. So get chance. Such a ignorant person get chance to do bhakti abhas or namabhas. Among bhakti abhas, namabhas also is there. Because of sadhu krupa. Only because of past sadhu. Because of that krupa only, this namabhas is arranged for him. Otherwise, it is not whimsically happening. That means that sadhu krupa is initially creating the fortune for that jiva. That's why it is able to take that. Okay, this is clear?
Now, when the trees are there, trees, temple trees are when you go to the legal, they are even the chanting holy names. Because the pure devotee chant, not me.
What is any devotees? Any holy name? Yes.
They are starting.
Yes. They will get provided Kripa sadhu and also provided not that all the trees will go. There should be no offense, without offenses provided. This is condition is there. Then with one holy name they will go.
They hear the holy names.
Bhakti will happen. Bhakti is achieved in their account. Their offenses are getting reduced. Definitely, 100%.
As they let us go temple place, they keep on hearing holy. Same offenses.
Yes.
They will ever do.
Provided everything is over. All offenses. So next, what about Guni Bhuta Bhakti? Whoever is doing Guni Bhakta Bhakti, Karmis Gnanis, So tell me quickly, huh? Already our teacher also came. Should not. You will say why syllabus is not completed. No. Wow, such a coordinator first time in my life I got. All the coordinates till now they bombarded me. Finish it, finish it, finish it. I got so many coordinators, but nobody like him. Thank you, Prabhu. So anyway, so Guni Bhuta Bhaktas, what happens actually if they take, in their case, they are also taking up holy name because so that they are making. That means they treat, what is they treat Bhakti as servant of karma, gnana, and so on. So they are treating karma, gnana, which is a servant of karma, gnana, and so on. So because of this, they are naturally what? Huh? Committing eighth offense. So, and they are not treated as Vaishnavas. What else? If they hear the glories of bhakti in the Shastras, they do you either they take it as Arthavada or otherwise Kalpanam. When they come across statements or vakyas which glorify bhakti, they treat them as they treat that as they treat that glory they they treat that glory as Arthavada, or they try to give alternative meanings. Okay, right? My letters are clear, understandable. My writing is not good. Alternative meanings. Instead of taking glory, instead of believing glory as it is. So they also committing what? Five and six offenses. What else? So in their case, Bhakti Maharani is accepting their eighth offense out of her mercy. You can write. I cannot write this much quickly. Write it. So, huh? Okay, I'll write here. So, what is that? They, in their case, Bhakti Maharani what? Out of mercy, so bears Where eighth offense or tolerate. Out of mercy, tolerate their eighth offense. वाह ये तो बहुत समय ले मैं दूसरे चैप्टर जा रहा हूँ eighth offense and still she provides still she awards result of karma gnana and so on. But what about the sixth and fifth and sixth offenses and also other offenses if they commit? These karmis, if they commit fifth, sixth, and also other offenses, then she will stop giving the result of a result of the karma. When they actually not fifth, sixth, eighth, they commit naturally. First and others, other than 5, 6, and 8, whatever other offenses they commit. So then in that case, she will not give result of karma. So then only she will give when they chant holy names and reduce that offense, that's other offenses, then she will provide. That means in the case of karmis and jnanis and so on, so Gunibhuta Bhaktas, Bhakti Maharani accepts 5, 6, and 8 offenses. Okay? As a natural for them. So that's why committing of 5, 6, and 8 offenses, 8 offenses, naturally they are not Vaishnavas. Okay?
5, 6, 8, they get karma phala.
No, they get karma phala. We should take like that only. And if provided, if they get association of a sadhu, a bhakta, then if they come to know their mistake, what is that mistake? They are considering Bhakti Maharani as servant of karma. So that mistake, if they understand and if they become pradhani, if they make bhakti main or bhakti is exclusive. If they make bhakti as main, then they are known as pradhani bhuta bhaktas. If they make bhakti is only shelter for them, then they are known as kevala bhaktas. So that they will be getting delivered in that way. This is the thing about karmis. Anything else we missed in karmis case? Next, you can hear video and write after that later. So that's why I'm not able to hear on less time. So next, then people who are with offenses, who take Vaishnava Diksha and also accepted Guru, in their case, so Bhakti Maharani, as much as they do chant holy names, she will be destroying that much offenses. As much as offenses are reduced, Bhakti Maharani's Krupa proportionally increases, and because of that prasada or mercy of Bhakti Maharani, the results of holy name will be manifesting. Okay? In that proportion, results of holy name will be manifesting. So, gradually, when they become completely offenseless, then they will be getting the Krishna Prema, ultimate goal, Bhagavad Prapti. So that's why their progressive path is divided into various steps, total 14 steps. It is divided into 14 steps as explained in Srimad Bhagavatam, first canto, second chapter. So, Shunvatam Sakatam Krishna Punya Shravan Kirtana. In that flow, it is in that context, 14 stages of progressive in bhakti is explained that we can consider. So, like that, these stages are nothing but what? Destruction of are based upon what? Destruction of offenses. Because the fundamental rule is if there are no offenses, one single name is enough for attaining the final goal. So, this is the foundational principle. So, someone is doing again and again and again and again holy name. The reason is to destroy their or to eradicate their offenses. And another case also is possible. Sometimes it is also possible. So some might be not behind the offenses. Still, he may be taking holy names only to achieve a special type of love towards the Lord or to cultivate a special type of love. So people may that means take some more time to chant holy names. So, like example, Bharata Maharaj took 3 lives. Okay, it's clear. So this can also happen. So what else? In this, anything missing? So 14 stages are there. Yes. Provided that means they should be having a guru and also mantra. Such a people. But those people, actually, without offenses and full of ignorant. In these people, you should write one more point. They have only 2 stages. One is taking Namabhas, second is attaining Vaikuntha. Only 2 stages. In this case, in these people's case, only 2 steps. 2 steps are there. Taking Nama, first one is taking Namabhas. And second is attaining Vaikuntha. So only 2 stages are there. So 2 stages are over, 14 stages are over. Anything else? In the with offenses, Diksha? Huh? One more thing. In the case of Diksha people who took Diksha and Vaishnava Diksha, but somehow or other their bhajan is stopped before destroying their complete sins. On top of that, they also started committing more offenses and also more sins. Then what will happen? Since they went through the proper Vaishnava Diksha process, they already have, and they have Guru also. In their case, there is Bhakti Ankura, is there, which cannot be destroyed by either karma or other things, or punya or papa. So that Bhakti Ankura now needs to get leaves, flowers, and fruits. So for that sake, these kind of people who stop their bhakti in between, they will be taking few more lives. So in that lifetimes, when their offenses are get reduced because of the Lord's treatment, in their case, whatever pain is coming not because of directly sin, but by the arrangement of Lord. And when they get the reduction of their sins, influence of reduction of their sins, sin will not be our offenses. When they get the reduction of the effect of their offenses, then what will happen? Once again, they feel attraction for Bhakti, since in their heart there is already Bhakti Ankura is there. So then they do practice of Bhakti sadhanas, and at certain point of time they will finish all the offenses. When sins offenses are finished, then their sins and also other piety also will be, everything is destroyed, so they can eligible to go back to Godhead. This is the case. So those who took up Guru, but they stop process in between. What happens, that we have seen. Anything else here?
5, 6, and 8.
Huh? If they commit 5, 6, and 8 offenses, if they commit somehow or other, if they commit 5, 6, 8 and offenses in next life, they may lose Vaishnavata, but in their heart there is a Bhakti Ankara is there or not. That will not be going anywhere. That cannot be destroyed. For these 5, 6, 8 also, they should get the severe, that means they will be given with some kind of dukkha by the Lord. Then they, after end, getting that pain. So the offenses will be there, but influence will not be there, because punishment they took. Then what will happen? Then once again, if there is a little association of devotees, already Ankara is there, that started growing. Okay? They pick up the process very quickly. So that's natural. We should. And in anyone's case, if they commit 5, 6, 8 offenses, naturally they are not Vaishnavas. In the Karmi's case, they are naturally, they commit this 5, 6, 8, so there is no Vaishnavata in them. So then, if anyone commit, one more point, extra point, this is, as offenders, because we said, they took up Diksha, they have the Bhakti Ankura, and they started doing offenses and sins. If they commit offenses like 1 and 2, 1 and 7, which are very strong, then they has to get the lot of dukkha. They have to accept dukkha. That will be arranged anyway, Lord. And then after that, they has to feel so guilty for committing of these offenses, and satata kirtanam. So they should take up the continuous kirtan process, so to destroy this offense. Then only it will go. But if these people who took the bhakti process, Bhakti Ankura is there, if they commit other offenses, then there is no need to take up the punishment, but only just satata kirtanam is enough to destroy remaining offenses like, second, 10, 9, and what else? 4. Second, 10, 9, and 4.
Why they don't use Vaishnava when they are committing first and seventh offense? They are directly blasphemy. So why Vaishnava is not lost? Why they only get this offense?
Because they are not making bhakti as servant. Then only, so whatever is pradhana, that is. So they are considered still bhakti as pradhana. So Vaishnava will be there. To call someone as Vaishnava, they should consider bhakti as superior to anything else. Or exclude, then he is a Kevala Bhakta. If anyone considers bhakti is superior to others, then they are known as Pradhanibhuta Bhaktas. What about Pradhanibhuta Bhaktas? Pradhanibhuta Bhaktas also, as per that means their bhajan, they get the destiny. And bhajan and their desire. If they desire for Pradhanibhuta Bhakti, they are doing, and if they desire for the service to Vishnu, then they go to Vaikuntha and they do so service to Vishnu. If they have no interest of serving Vishnu, but they are simply so wants So Goloka, Vaikuntha comforts, then they will be getting this Alokya, Samipya, Sarupya, Sarishti, Muktis. Okay? Who? No, they are all Kevala Bhaktas. Or Pradhani Bhaktas, no problem. Either is okay. So, this is the thing, but Pradhani Bhaktas purification levels we are not discussed in our Granthas, in our scriptures. Why? We are not interested in Pradhani Bhakti. Whatever Ado Siddha Sadhu Sangha Bhajani Kriya is for what? It is for Suddha Bhakti only. So Pradhani Bhuta Bhakti stages, purification stages, we don't discuss. That's why before getting the Shraddha, we do Bhakti, Pradhani Bhuta Bhakti that is. By that also purification is there, but there is no book which can explain that stages. Because our acharyas are not interested in this. From the beginning they are saying this. So next, what else? Those who are offenseless chanting holy name 24 hours without depending on karma and gnana, karma gnana free. But they didn't take Vaishnava Diksha. So will they get goal, that means destiny or not? Yes, they will get, but it is extremely difficult, like traveling in a big ship in the middle of the ocean without captain. It's almost all impossible. But such a person who is doing bhakti process, but he doesn't know who is Guru. So is there a need of Guru for the progressing in bhakti process? Such information he knows. Still he deliberately reject Guru, then he will be the offender of third offense. And such a person will never get any kind of Vaikuntha Prapti. Next slide. Next slide. So at certain point of time, he should get punishment for that offense. Then finally, in next lives, so he should accept Guru, and then only he can get delivery. Because he already knows. In any one life you know means you are knowing. Huh? Every day. सबको इकट्ठा उसी बस चढ़ा दो सबको. So that Guru saying Guru Tattva will manifest this life also. Because unless you don't get delivery, you need Guru. मरने तक चाहिए. मरने तक नहीं, जाने तक. वो एक तो जाने तक गुरु चाहिए. क्योंकि बिना गुरु का हम लोग गड़बड़ा जाएंगे. ऐसा नहीं कि बीच में जैसे शिप में वो जो कैप्टन आधा दूर आने के बाद छोड़ दिया, कैप्टन निकल के दूसरा स्टीमर पर चले गया और आप अकेले जाएंगे. इसलिए that's why live guru is needed. Perfected live guru is needed till the time we get our destiny. This is a foundational principle. Live guru, or otherwise direct or tightly connected connection with the live perfected guru is necessary always. Huh? Can I repeat? Huh? So yeah, means what I'm okay. So you need to have connection, tight connection with perfected live guru always. What it mean? So perfected live guru is there, and he is senior disciple who is not perfected, and under with his connection you are there, who is even less perfected. So in that way, since whoever is guiding this person is already in hands of the another perfected guru, so that there is a security is there. Security. There is a good, that means there is no problem actually. He will be perfected. But this person, whoever is now leading you, if and he is also not perfect, and that live guru who is perfect, he left his body or he disappeared, then what he should do? That person should take immediately another perfect guru who is similar to his guru, or senior disciple of that guru, who is perfected. And perfected gurus, so senior perfected disciple you should take. That should be maintained. Otherwise, a chain broke हो गया तो गया बस पतंग कट गया तो गया ये अनब्रोकन चेन ये अनब्रोकन चेन है ऐसा नहीं है कि अनब्रोकन माने लाइव लाइव इज द लाइवलीनेस इज द मिनिमम रिक्वायरमेंट अनब्रोकन का अर्थ ही लाइव है नहीं तो हम डायरेक्ट बना भगवान को गुरु बना देंगे चेन का मतलब क्या है चेन जब बोले तब ऑटोमेटिकली इट इज लाइव लाइव so that's why we always need live perfected gurus so direct or so indirect association indirect means directly through him or direct indirectly means through his senior disciple is also fine. That perfected guru will confirm, and before he leaves, and his guru will confirm. Like that, it should be maintained. Yeah, he only decides. Many are there. Many there you can choose one. Many are there, you can choose one. How do you know? So many are perfected. Of who? From Guru who called. And many disciples. Then one is perfect. Many are perfect. Yes, you can choose. And Jiva Goswami says, if you choose wrongly and if you get the reaction, that means such a guru is not taking care you to go progress. You and Guru both will go to hell. Because you have no sincere desire, that's why Krishna arranged such a guru for you. And both of you go. And he says that there is no remedy. Because as per scriptures, if you don't take guru and you get consequences, why I have to answer? He says like that. Joseph is writing like that. It's very difficult to find out who is perfect. That's why you should pray very sincerely to Krishna. Krishna mercies only one will get guru. Okay. Anyway, we'll leave there that topic. Now, what are the things? Some very extremely offenders. They don't do any kind of bhakti. And one more point we forgot in Karmis and Jnanis Gunibhuta Bhaktas. In their case, they always having the committing of eighth offense with them. They may get the result of their karma. But the offense of the eighth offense, committing eighth offense will be there. Like example, if anyone give animal in sacrifice to get swarga, they get swarga and also they get the fault of killing an animal. That will be there with them. So that will not go. Same way here, in this case also bhakti is like that. And if someone is very extreme offender, not doing any kind of bhakti, then in their case, so there is no hope. But if someone is extreme offender, like always remembering Krishna to blaspheme, so like example comes on so and so, they will be getting moksha because of, there are two opinions are there. Why they are getting moksha? Because they are always thinking about Krishna and chanting names to blaspheme. Not Krishna, Lord. So they are taking names of Lord all the time. Not Krishna case is a little bit special. So Lord's names they are taking and they are remembering Lord. Because of that, some people they say, some acharyas, because of this remembering and chanting, their offense is reduced and they are eligible to get the moksha. That's one kind of explanation. Another kind of explanation is, since they are always meditating on the Krishna, they go and merge into the body of Krishna. This is also another Lord. This is another kind of explanation given by acharyas for the extreme offenders. Next is, sometimes in the case of, especially in the Krishna Avatara, we see Banasur, so Narakasur and Kauravas and the members of Kaurava party, so they also get liberation because they are being killed by Krishna. Or otherwise, while their death, they are seeing face of Krishna, that's why they are getting this. In this way, it is also possible to get the liberation. Okay. Yeah. So next, demigod worshippers. So in the case of demigod worshippers, we should apply the system of karmis. But some people, they say demigod worshippers, even they don't have unibhuta bhakti, they are worse than that, karmis. And they are what? Avidhi purvakam. Their worship is like avidhi purvakam, which is explained in the Bhagavad Gita, that is applied for them. So they are all alpa medasa, less intelligent people. So that much is only said. In Bhagavad Gita, whatever is said for them, that is destiny for them. And one more point, some people who just do Vishnu bhajan, treating Vishnu as demigod, we should not call them as Vaishnavas, because they are not taking bhakti process as per prescribed by the Bhakti Shastras. They are not taking Diksha as per the Bhakti scriptures like Narada Pancharatra and so and so. So that's why you should not consider them as Vaishnavas. Even those who make Vishnu as their Devata, we should not consider them also Vaishnavas. And also who may do bhajana of the Vishnu, we should not consider them, provided they are not taking up. Yeah. They are not taking up the prescribed procedure given by the Bhakti Shastras, taking Diksha and so and so. Okay. But they are chanting. They chant all the time holy names. But they are also offenders. Then what will happen? Since they are not accepting Vaishnava Guru, for them its process is very difficult. And they can't get any kind of and if they deliberately reject, know that there is Vaishnava Sampradaya, Vaishnava Guru is there and I should take, but still they are rejecting means, so they are offenders. They will not be getting any kind of progress. This is the thing. Okay? Any case is missing? So we established, so important point, Ajamil's which name, of taking of which name, he destroyed all the sins. First name at the time of Namakarna Samskara. Why he got that chance to give Narayana name to his son? Somehow or other in the past, maybe in this life or in the previous lives, he got the mercy of sadhu. That's why that bhagya is opened for him, so that he is able to take that. So that's why another important principle is bhakti always comes from mercy of sadhu, bhakta sadhu. And how can you say Ajam's first name only he destroyed everything? How can you say? Huh? How can you say that? No offenses also, to say that you have to. Yeah. Huh? जोर से बोलो. Na Baba, so I'm asking, how can you say Ajamil, so sins are destroyed by first name only? Vyajahara. So sloka, here Vishnu Dutas are pramana actually. Vishnu Dutas are, that means scripture is saying, Vishnu Dutas are saying to Yamadutas, this Ajamil has destroyed all his sins, past holy name. Because Vyajahara means the holy name which is chanted, so not in front of you or not in front of me. So such a holy name destroyed. Then which holy name we should take? First only we should take, not the second, third, and last one. Like that we should not take. If you take like that, what is the problem is coming? Ardhavad dosha is coming towards holy name. Based upon what sloka? Sakrut, that sloka is Ennama Sakrut. That sloka is telling that one time if you take, it is going to destroy what? samsara completely, means avidya is also destroyed. So that means from this statement you should understand that you should take definitely first name only. We have no chance. If you take second, third name only is destroying avidya, means you are reducing the glory of the holy name. So that's why you cannot take second, third such a names, no. So it's over. Anything is still remaining? 1 घंटा हो गया. Very good. It's clear now. If you want, you can revise this 1 hour once again and write the notes and try to maintain the discipline of speaking the right principles of bhakti in our lectures. So, out of our negligence, if we that means unknowingly or knowingly, if you give such a vyakya which is indirectly or directly involving the or committing the offense towards holy name, it's hampering your bhakti actually. Your bhakti will be hampered. You want to do preaching and everything, but you are committing offenses and you are spreading the so, you are defaming bhakti in front of everyone. It's very, very dangerous actually.
What is the first name when we say previously when I was the son of Brahmana, it was also chanting some names.
Very good. और एक point miss किया हम लोग. Ajamil previously might have chanted the holy names, so maybe, but those we are not considering because at that time he is having the karmitvam in him. It's okay. So that holy name and that karmitvam committing the offense is happening. But now, in the case of Ajamil, even he was previously Brahmana, he might have chanted holy names. With that holy name, why all the sin is not destroyed? Why we don't take? Because at that time, what he is having? He is having the karmitvam. Karmitvam, he garhastya dharma he is following. Now, when he came in association of so prostitute, immediately he fell from Varna actually. Varna fall down happened. So Varna fall down by being a Brahmana. So he got attraction for women. So he Brahmanatvam, he started associating prostitute and getting birth, giving a child in womb of a prostitute. That means doing sex and getting child means you are taking birth from your wife. That's why wife is also known as Jaya. जन्म देती है उसी को बोलते हैं जाया बोलते हैं. तो तुम अभी you now taking birth in the womb of prostitute as what? Chandala. So that's why Brahmanatvam is gone. Doing sex with Vaishya means Brahmanatvam finish. Finish or not? That means Varna is over. And Ashrama also he fell down. The Garhastya, Dharma, because he started caring of his good wife. And all that means being a husband, he should follow and he should protect his good wife, but he didn't do. And his parents also he neglected. So he fell from the ashram also. So in these both ways, he completely fell. And also not only falling from the grihastha and ashrama, from ashrama and from varna, both he fell down. So his karmitvam is gone. And also he became such a great ignorant person. When karmitvam is gone, then automatically aparadattvam also gone. Committing eighth offense also is gone. Huh? She will tolerate that. उसके लिए थोड़ा एक्सक्यूज है, इसलिए रिजल्ट भी दे रहे हैं ना. ठीक है, इसके लिए चिंता मत करिए. तो is counted. It's also dangerous. वैष्णवत्व भी चले जाएगा. But still some excuse. So yeah, that is not going to stop. So this is why, that's why we don't know actually he chanted or not. But he got the result of able to chant the names of Narayan means we should understand that there are no offenses. That's true. Phalena Parichita. It is guessing actually. He chanted or he didn't chant Hari's names, Narayana's names. We don't know.
Okay, then we will just like 14 monthly before coming.
I should ask Ajamil and I will tell you. Okay. Case is given, that's all.
Very special case.
Yeah, that's a special is always special. Don't think it in normal way. Think special case in a special way. So,
That also destroyed along with his Brahmana too and
can you repeat?
because of his simple activities, from Varna and Ashrama, that time whatever bhakti he has done, that also kind of, I remember reading this, that also got destroyed. So he started Kevala Bhakti. Only Bhakti got destroyed. Like
Bhakti gone, there it is said that karmittum is gone and also aparadatvam also apagama. That also went off.
because I read English and I was searching for Sanskrit.
Okay, you want Sanskrit? I'll tell.
Something related to bhakti also is lost like that.
I'll tell. That word you want, na?
What is it?
Wait. Aparadatvapakamah. Bhakti guni bhava atvapakamah. That means, so karma apagama kshane eva bhakti guni bhavo opi apagataha. Bhakti is making, that means committing of eighth offense also gone actually. Anyway, so finally, so that is the reason Ajamil's case we should take. Because Yasana's explanation, you cannot break that actually. You cannot find any lopa in that. Acharya is Acharya, I guess. So one more point is, just now I remembered. What is that? What is that? Why? So if karma is, this you people only ask this question. So karma is prescribed and where bhakti is secondary for that or servant for that. Such a way, who is prescribing for us? Scripture, Shastra only prescribing. And if we do such a Shastric arrangement, then what is the problem? Why I have to get the eighth offense? So, but Shastra, why it does like that? Tell me now. Why Shastra is prescribing bhakti as servant of the karma? So, what is the reason? If it is actually committing offense, why it is doing that? It is meant for whom actually, this kind of thing?
Even if they read the statements that bhakti is enough, they will not be.
Even if they read, that means without bhakti, no sadhana gives the result. So bhakti, even little bhakti, if they do, all the sins will be destroyed. So that's why there is no need to take up other atonements. And bhakti, without help of the bhakti, nobody is doing sadhana. Result means bhakti is main, and remaining things are only is secondary. Such a way they should get the understanding by reading these statements. That means they should get pradhanita towards bhakti. That means they should become pradhanibhuta bhaktas or otherwise kevala bhaktas by reading these statements. But they are not getting like that because kutilta. Yes, why? Because sadhukrupa is not there. Shastra actually, if they given to any person, if they who didn't get the sadhu kripa, how he will see? He will understand only karma kanda and remaining things, everything he see as ardhavad. Naturally, they will become ardhavadi. That means they do naturally commit the eighth offense. Okay, eighth and sixth and fifth offenses. This will become natural. That's why But Shastra, why prescribed such a process, making bhakti a secondary? Because Shastra wanted even these people also they should do some kind of bhakti. So that's why Shastra prescribed this out of mercy only, out of mercy only. And that's why now what they are getting the result of their karma, and also they are getting the often say offense. That fault will be with them. That fault will be with them. Uh, uh, all are offenders. Like, yeah, take it. That's a Brahmana should be Avaishnava. That means he should not be so considering so bhaktas or Vishnu. If he has any kind of enviousness towards these people, so such a Vaishnava Brahmana should be seen like what? Like how you see the dog eater. That means by seeing him, you will immediately turn your face. Similarly, you should turn your face from such a Brahmanas. Where it is said? It is said in 16th chapter of 3rd canto.
In Chaitanya Charitamrita, we read this verses there that Shindi Jai Sakha that when somebody does Bhakta Antyapara, then the creeper of Bhakti is torn or it is uprooted. But here in Hatimata Aparat, one offends Vaishnavas. So here we see that the Apura Bhakti is staying even if somebody commits aparadh. So there are two ways what I understood of looking at it. One is that the Apura stays but the result does not come. This is one understanding. Whereas the other understanding is the Apura means the Bhakti itself is uprooted. And again he gets Sadhukapa, again Bhakti is planted, again that person, the offender, he starts Bhakti. So out of these two,
second one you should not take. That means Atyahara prayasascha prajalpo niyamagraha janasangascha lolitcha shadbir bhaktir. Vinashyati means there it is written Vinashyati, you should not take that. Bhakti is destroyed. It is only postponed to give results. Bhakti cannot be destroyed by anything actually. No. Anyway, there also take that only. That means bhakti is uprooted means so results are stopped. We'll see later. Okay. So next.
The verse Shravana, what is that? Bahu Janma Kare Yadi Shravana Kirtan. So how do you understand that verse?
Means what is the meaning of that?
That verse says Bahu Janma Kare Yadi Shravana. Krishna Padit Kirtan. Like that is the verse. And Prabhupada writes often because of offenses.
Because of offenses, one should take so many times of holy name. So those are being gone. Then finally, they will get perfection. Other fundamental rule is for getting our result Vaikuntha Prapti, one holy name is sufficient. This is the underlying principle. We are taking many means offenses. Chalo, we'll go to next sloka, please. Nanishkrutairuditai तथा विशुद्ध्यगवान् व्रतादिभिः यथा हरे नाम पदैरुदाहृतैः तदुत्तम श्लोक गुणोपलम्बकम्. I will read translations quickly. We'll go. Okay. By following the Vedic ritualistic ceremonies or undergoing atonement, sinful men don't become purified as by chanting once but the holy name of the Lord. Although ritualistic atonement may free one from sinful reactions, it doesn't awaken devotional service, unlike the chanting of the Lord's names, which reminds one of the Lord's fame, qualities, attributes, past tense, and character. Here it is simply said that nothing, no other sadhana is equal to bhakti. Okay. So all these vrata and so and so, they cannot be equated with the bhakti. Okay. Purport Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur comments that the chanting of holy name of the Lord has special significance that distinguishes it from the Vedic ritualistic ceremonies of atonement for severe are more severe or most severe sinful actions. Asesha Agaharam. Now you should understand. Karmis, what they do? They do atonement process. There also they make Bhakti as a servant of that atonement karma. And that's why Bhakti Maharani is tolerating that, making her as servant. And she is giving the result actually of purifying the sins. By that only the sins are purified, but the tendencies to do sin is not cleaned actually. There are 20 types of religious scriptures called Dharma Shastras, beginning with the Manu Samhita and Parasara Samhita. But herein it is stressed that although one may become free from the reactions of most sinful activities by following the religious principles of the scriptures, this cannot promote a sinful man to the stage of loving service to the Lord. There are so many scriptures, Dharma Shastras are there to prescribe our karma. So for Kali Yuga, what for Smriti we should take? Dharma Shastra, Parasara Samhita. For Kali Yuga, it is most recommended. Parasara Samhita is for our Dharma Shastra. In Daya Varnashram Dharma, which Dharma Shastra we should follow? Parasara Samhita we should follow. But there are almost all Dharma Shastras are more or less equal only, but little bit variations will be there. For Kali Yuga, this is the Parasara Samhita is the prescribed Dharma Shastra. Okay. Until unless we don't enter into pure devotional service, one, they should do karma. So they should treat karma as servant of bhakti. They should not treat karma as master of the bhakti. Where is that? Where is that? Transcendental diagram. So immediately one may not directly put full faith on the holy name. So that's why we should give chance for him by keeping him in such a system where so he will be safely reaching to the Tirashata. There in this stage, what is happening? They do karma, but they don't commit any eighth offense here. Because they are not making bhakti a servant of karma, but karma they are making a servant for the bhakti. So Pradhanibhuta Bhakti, this is also Pradhanibhuta Bhakti. But they have goal of Bhakti Matra Kama. That means only for purely for Krishna. But these people, no. Next. नैकान्तिकं नैकान्तिकं तद्विकृतेऽपि निष्कृते मनः पुनर्धावति चेदसत्पथे तत्कर्म निर्हारमवीप्सितां हरेर् गुणानुवादः खलु सत्त्वभावना. The ritualistic ceremonies of atonement recommended in the religious scriptures are insufficient to cleanse the heart absolutely, because after atonement one's mind again runs toward material activities, because the tendencies are not destroyed. And behind the tendencies, one more thing is what? Subsect, the topmost one, avidya. That is also not destroyed. In the case of jnana, tendencies can be reduced if we use jnana sadhanas. But jnana also will not destroy completely avidya. Even it will turn avidya into vidya, but in that vidya there is also association of modes are there. In this way, complete free from rajas and tamas will not happen by the process of jnana. So that is only possible by bhakti will destroy avidya, vidya, everything gone. Sukruti, duskruti, everything gone. Only pure. Sada rajastamo bhava. Constantly, for one who wants liberation from the fruitive reactions of material activities, the chanting of the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, or glorification of the name, fame, and pastimes of the Lord, is recommended as the most perfect process of atonement, because such a chanting eradicates the dirt from one's heart completely. Yes. But what is the mood of the exclusive devotees, Akinchana devotees? How they see bhakti? Anyavilasha Sunyam Gnana Karma Janavruta Anukulan Krishnan Selanam. So these bhaktas, how they see about bhakti? Do they think bhakti is the one who is going to clean their sins? They treat like that. उसको क्लीनर बनाते हैं क्या? जैसे लारी ड्राइवर के साथ क्लीनर रहते हैं, लारी को सफाई करने के लिए क्लीनर हैं, वैसे ही हमारा दिल को सफाई करने वाला क्लीनर के जैसे देखते हैं क्या भक्ति को? नहीं। जब भक्ति को क्वीन क्वीन है, महारानी है, भगवान को पुश करने वाली है, ऐसा देखते तो आप उनको क्लीनर बना सकते हैं क्या? एज पर भक्ति शास्त्र, व्हाट इज द कंक्लूजन? भक्ति शास्त्र तात्पर्य इज व्हाट? भक्ति शास्त्र तात्पर्य मता विदाम मता नाम, जो भक्ति शास्त्रों का तात्पर्य जानने वालों की मत के अनुसार क्या है? क्या है मत? क्या है उन लोगों का? भक्ति को कभी क्लीनर नहीं बनाया जाए। तो उनका मूड क्या रहेगा? कृष्णार्पित प्राणाः। टेल मी द मीनिंग ऑफ। हाँ, but what about their sins? What they say? I mood already explained किया मैंने।
Let me go to hell or heaven.
Let me go to, because of my sins. Bhakti Maharani, there is no need to, Maharani, you don't need to clean my sins. Let me go to hell, or you may not go to hell. You send me anywhere, my Lord. But I will not your bhakti. I will not leave your bhakti. Saha me gatihi. You are my gati. You are only my shelter. And aham tasya. मैं उनका, that means I am belongs to you. ये मूड रहते हैं। जो करना है करो, जहां भेजना है भेजो, लेकिन मैं आपका नाम नहीं छोड़ूंगा। जो दंड देने दे दो। ऐसा नहीं कि मेरा पाप के लिए आप साफ कर दो और दंड मत दे दो, ऐसा नहीं सोचूंगा। बाप रे, हमारे पापों का दंड अलग करेंगे तो कितना होगा। लेकिन फिर भी भगवान अपना बहुत कृपालु है, अपना भक्तों की कितना दंड देना है, क्या है वो खुद देख लेंगे। उसके लिए कोई कर्म सिद्धांत काम नहीं करता है। इसीलिए भक्ति अंकुर मैंने with the proper diksha process you followed, means you properly understood what is Guru Tattva and everything. So, and you took the diksha from as per the scriptures. In that case, as a kuchla, without knowing scriptures, without knowing everything, just for sake of name, they took the diksha. For them, we are not guaranteed actually. So, but we are saying those who understood properly and took, and in their case, Bhakti Lata is there. That Bhakti Lata is, even they start Bhakti process, that is not influenced by any other karma or the papa or anything. Even in their case, whatever the punya comes, that is because of Bhakti only, because not because of karma. Where it is said, Dharmasya Kyapavargyasya Narthorthayopakalpete. So the whatever good things they are getting, that is not because of their karma, but because of their Bhakti dharma. And whatever the pains they are getting, that is not because of their karma, but because of Lord's arrangement. कभी दवाई कड़वा रहते हैं, कभी दवाई मीठा भी रहता है। तो भगवान की इच्छा है, जैसे दवाई दे दे। So one should always, whoever taking diksha in this process, becoming serious, भगवान जो करना है करो, जो भी करेंगे हमारे लिए अच्छा ही है। But I will never leave your lotus feet. मैं आपका चरण कमल छोड़ के नहीं जाऊंगा और आपका नाम ना जपते नहीं रुकूंगा। हंस रहे साधु। छोड़ेगा? हाँ? नहीं छोड़ेगा ना? कहीं नहीं जाना है छोड़ के। छोड़ेगा तो आपको नहीं छोड़ा जाएगा, छोड़ेंगे भगवान, दोबारा लेके आएगा। कुछ दिन के लिए इधर उधर जाएंगे तो भी वापस आने पर। कौन सा श्लोक है वो? 1519। So that's why we are in a safe travel actually. Completely safe travel. We are fully protected. Just we have to just become more and more surrender to Lord. और कुछ नहीं। इतना अच्छा गाड़ी को आप लोग, ये सब किसकी कृपा है? वैष्णवों की कृपा, प्रभुपाद की कृपा, और हमारा पूर्व आचार्यों की कृपा, श्री चैतन्य महाप्रभु की कृपा है। Everyone's कृपा is enveloped in the next आचार्य's कृपा। ऐसा एनवलप के अंदर ऐसा आ गया पूरा। Inside core Mahaprabhu's Krupa. It is enveloped with the Shadgoswami's Krupa. It is enveloped with the others, like that. It is coming to all of you, all of us. So for us, everyone is so dear. So other processes are no value actually. Naikantikam taddihi krute nishkrute manah punardhavati. Usse, even if you try to remove the sin because of other means than the bhakti, manah punardhavati. दोबारा दौड़ती है। तत् कर्म निर्हारम अभीप्सितम हरे गुणादवाद खलु सत्व भावना। जैसा भक्ति से होता है वैसा नहीं होता। One's main purpose in human life should be to purify his existence and achieve liberation. Ultimately we should destroy और हमारा सफर किसके लिए चल रहा है? इतना गलतियां किया उसका सफाई करने के लिए हमारा भक्ति है, भगवान को प्रसन्न करने के लिए। भक्ति महारानी को प्रसन्न करना चाहते हो, क्यों? हम अपराध किए उसको थोड़ा दूर कर दी। पाप के लिए हम लोग चिंतित नहीं, किसके लिए चिंतित हैं? offenses के लिए। So that's why the science of offense you should know very deeply by studying Bhakti Shastras. The sensitivity, the sentiments of Vaishnavism should be thoroughly understood by every devotee by studying Srimad Bhagavatam and by studying the consciousness of pure devotee. In various prayers, the consciousness of pure devotee is reflecting. That has to be very deeply with absorption, with full absorption. You should study and hear that. That absorption will turn our heart into right consciousness. That is very important. हम लोग प्रेयर आते नींद आता है, थोड़ा कहानी चलते थोड़ा अच्छा लगता है, युद्ध चल रहे हैं, ओके। प्रेयर सुनते बस, अरे प्रेयर में है your desired goal is what? You are aspiring for pure devotion and you want to be pure devotee, and now that chance came to know the consciousness of pure devotee, but you are sleeping there. This is very dangerous. असली जब आया उसी समय आंख बंद कर दिया। बहुत लोगों को देखा मैं, प्रेयर्स सुनते बस, अरे प्रेयर्स में क्या है प्रभु, कहानी चलाओ। ये हो गया वो हो गया, ऐसा कैसा? You should meditate on the consciousness of Mother Kunti, so Bhishmadev, Brahmaji, Narada Muni, and like that. We should meditate on that. Vidura, Maitreya, मैत्री के दिल के अंदर जाके देखना चाहिए, वाह क्या भक्ति करती है। ऐसा दिखाने वाले बहुत बड़ा आचार्य, रसिक आचार्य है। कौन है? विश्वनाथ जी। श्रील विश्वनाथ चक्रवर्ती ठाकुर की, श्रील प्रभुपाद की, समस्त गौर भक्त वृंद की, आप सबको ओके। As long as one has a material body, one is understood to be impure. In such an impure material condition, one cannot enjoy a truly blissful life, although everyone seeks it. Therefore, Srimad Bhagavatam says, Tapo divyam putraka yena sattvam sudyet. That means one should do tapasya, austerity, to purify his existence in order to come to the spiritual form. Tapasya of chanting and glorifying the name, fame and attributes of the Lord. We feel so difficulty to chant holy names. 10 मिनट भी ऐसे ही ना बिना हिलडुल के जप नहीं कर पाते। इधर देखते उधर देखते ये कर आदर ये हो. This is tapasya is not there. Here only in Kali Yuga expected tapasya is attentively chanting. That's all. Nothing. No more tapasya. Eat whatever you want. But but do japa yeah with attention. That's all. लेकिन ज्यादा खाने से ऑटोमेटिक अटेंशन चली जाएगा. ऐसा नहीं सबका अपना अपना लिमिट होता है. सबका ज्यादा एक नहीं होता है. किसी छोटा पेट के लिए इतना ही ज्यादा होता है. बड़ा पेट के लिए इतना ज्यादा होता है. We cannot measure equally. Okay. Therefore, everyone who desires the ultimate cleansing of his heart must adopt this process. So now you understood now the best process in this whole universe is only the thing is bhakti process. Adainam apanayata kruta sesha ghanishkrutam yadasau bhagavan nama priyamana samagrahi. At the time of death, the Azamila helplessly and very loudly chanted the holy name of the Lord, Narayana. That chanting alone has already freed him from the reactions of all sinful life. Therefore, O servants of Yamaraj, don't try to take him to your master for punishment in hellish conditions. So here, why Prabhupada is writing here? Last holy name is clearing. Athenam mapanayata kruta ashesha aga nishkrutam yadasau bhagavan nam Mariyamana Samagrahi. So this is already explained to all of us. Vishwanath Chakradhar also explained. Only to make realize this Yamadutas. Holy name is destroying. Okay? उन लोगों को इतना डीपली बोलेंगे पहली होली नेम और ये सब है समझ में नहीं आएगा. अभी नया स्कूल में नया ज्वाइन किया ना वो तो. पहले दिन ही आपको इतना नाम अपराधी सब बोलेंगे तो उल्टी आएगा. इसीलिए उन लोगों के लिए ऐसा बोला जाता है. आप इसको उल्टा अर्थ नहीं लेते. अरे प्रभुपाद ऐसे क्यों लिखे ऐसा क्यों लिखे क्या डायरेक्टली ऐसा कुछ नहीं. So we should say directly. Only thing is, whatever is not directly said by Shastra, that you also don't need to tell directly. Not that directly is not tell something means we should not speculate and we should not derive the what should not be told by directly. We should not decide. Yeah, which are said by our acharyas, that only we should say indirectly, not immediately. We should not decide. Whatever is said by that can be possible. In philosophically also. So this is a rule actually. Initially, the candidate is not able to digest. So we reduce the thing and we say from the actual fact we reduce it and we say, but with the intention of one day he should be understanding, right? That is there, but who will decide that? Not you and me. That should be decided by authorities. How much directly or how much indirectly. Okay? Otherwise, what will happen? Every unqualified person also will say that it is also not digestible. And they will make everything also. Finally, they say, Krishna, I cannot speak. Only I say God or this or that. कुछ दिन बाद वो भी लुप्त हो जाएगा. कर्मकांड ही बेस्ट है. आप लोग कम से कम कर्मकांड करो, उसके बाद वेद जानेगा, उसके बाद जाके बाद में कृष्ण को स्वीकार करेंगे. It will go at any extent. Next.
So, we tell Paramara's weird thing. But then, if we are taking as an example, especially for the boys, even in Baba says also, I mean, may fall down, so you should be careful. So that is okay to tell.
Kechit, not my opinion. Kechit, you should say. Someone can acharyas, they say, some acharyas. Jiva Goswami says, it's not my opinion. He did commit offenses and he fall down. Some they say this is also can be the reason.
Like this,
We should say, it's not my opinion. कुछ लोग ऐसा बोलते हैं कि भावा स्टेज में भी पूर्व अनर्थों का रिजल्ट आके गिर सकता है करके, उसका उदाहरण इनका बोलते हैं उन लोगों के अनुसार ऐसा बोलना है। नहीं तो मैं बोल रहा हूँ बोलेंगे तो आप देख के आए क्या? उसका कारण है भगवान भरत महाराज का भक्ति को इंटेंसिफाई करना चाहते, इसके लिए वो ऐसा अन्य वस्तुओं में इंटरेस्ट क्रिएट किया, जिससे भक्ति से दूर होके उससे क्या होगा, वो भक्ति की प्रति गाढ़ता बढ़ेगी। वो अपना करके बोलना है, जो थोड़ा नेगेटिव टाइप लग रहा है ना, वो दूसरे करके बोल रहा है, दूसरे लोग ऐसा बोल रहे करके बोल
दूसरे लोग मतलब कौन है?
केचित केचित भगवान ने ऐसा कोई बोलते हैं, ऐसा कोई बोलते करके हम लोग बोलते हैं नहीं। उन्हें कोई बोलते वैसे ही कोई बोलते हैं। हाँ, ये मेरा ओपिनियन नहीं। कोई भी चीज ऐसा ही ऑफेंसिव टाइप लगता है ना, वो somebody says like that. But that is Siddhant also, but it's not against Siddhant. Aparada's result can come at the stage of Bhava also. That is a fact. But now it is happening that only in the case of birth. We should not say that. So that's why Kechit they say like this about Bharatman.
तो लोग ऐसे बोलते हैं कि जैसे भारत महाराज के केस पे एक क्लियर उनका डिस्ट्रैक्शन, तो हमारे देश में हमको ऐसा ढूंढना चाहिए हमारा डिस्ट्रैक्शन क्या है, ऐसा सब एक्सप्लेन कर सकते
अच्छा, हम लोगों को तो पहले भाव में तो है नहीं। दूसरा, हम लोगों का नेचुरली अट्रैक्शन, तो ऐसा नहीं कि कृष्ण क्रिएट नहीं किया अट्रैक्शन। हम लोगों का अभी भी भगवत तत्व को ठीक से समझ नहीं पाए, तो इसीलिए हम लोग अभी भी, वो तो दृढ़ श्रद्धा के पास भाई, वो तो वो लेवल इधर का लेवल है। हम लोग कहाँ, इधर तो फुल सरेंडर ही नहीं किया अभी तक, पूरा भौतिक इच्छाओं में ही घूम रहे हैं। सो दैट्स वी आर लाइक इन ए कर्मी मेंटालिटी वी हैव। इवन वी मेक भक्ति आल्सो एज काइंड लाइक ऑफ कर्म कांड। वी थिंक भक्ति करने से क्या आएगा, कैसा है, ये सोचते रहते हैं। दे डोंट थिंक दैट भक्ति meant फॉर प्लेजर ऑफ कृष्णा। उतना हद तक आके नए नए बच्चे सोचने के लिए बहुत मुश्किल होता है, तो क्योंकि वो हर एक चीज अपने को सेंटर में रख के मेरा फायदा क्या है, नहीं तो सोसाइटी के लिए फायदा क्या है, ऐसा सोचते हैं। उस चेतना कर्मिष्ठ चेतना है। This see bhakti also like one of the good tool to make everyone happy. That means what kind of this psychology philosophy it is? Karma kand. That from that you should pull them. There from there you should rise up. So for that you should make explain about the existence of the Lord, and the powers of Lord has to be very much emphasized. Especially creation should be bombarded on their chetana actually. They should accept Krishna as a supreme creator. That's why Srishti Leelas are very important to neophytes, because they are sleeping in the lap of Maya deeply, and for them, if you make them to hear the Madhuri Leelas of Krishna, they will not wake up with that. So माया की गोद से उठाने के लिए ये माया कैसा नाटक करती है भगवान की माने नजरों से, वो दिखाना है उन लोगों को। That means they should understand analytically, very deeply about this whole creation and sense objects. They should understand very deeply. So focus on third canto 26th chapter. Bombard कर दो उसको। और second canto 5th chapter 6th chapter, third canto 5th chapter 6th chapter, 20th chapter of third canto 26th chapter, ये सब एकदम, क्योंकि that's why they will, that is the way they should get out from the, that means they should start putting faith on Krishna. उसके बाद नेक्स्ट लेवल पर माधुरी लीला दे कैन एक्सेप्ट।
Should say that somebody has said. So if we say about some devotee that somebody has said like this about you, or somebody else is said, and if it is not done, then also
somebody means who knows. That's as per Siddhanta, that's true. Somebody said Kechit. Acharya sir following na. Jiva Goswami saying means why we have to worry about.
Really, that philosophy was already existing. Is that kind of concept?
No, that's philosophically it's true. That's why Jiva Goswami is accepting that point.
He is coming to Bharat Maharaj to avoid offense.
That thing where it is said in Madhuri Kadambani, so in the Bhava, No, not. That's the third. Anadinivritti, when he explains, at that time he says this point also. We should be, while doing Vakya for these Vaishnavas, we should be very careful. Acha, okay.
This is right now.
Uh,
This only what you are saying, right? Bridge preaching means they are looking for something and we have to give that so that they come. And that is quite
that is
necessary.
as per Shastra only. मोड़ के नहीं. माने भगवान का नाम ही नहीं लेंगे, क्या क्या एक्चुअली इतना दूर ले जाएंगे उन लोगों को, उससे तो बहुत मुश्किल हो जाता है. इतना प्रभुपाद जैसे प्रचार किया वैसे करने से हो जाए. डायरेक्टली बोल रहे हैं ना प्रभुपाद. My point is, initial neophytes, what should be taught? I am not talking about bridge preaching. For initial neophytes, what should be taught is their karmi mentality is there. Then Srishti Leelas has to be very much taught to them.
So that part was clear, but there is a position when they hear. So they start speaking, then they will go. Adhikar is required, no? So bridge preaching, many of us
Preaching means what? Exactly. Definitely.
what you are saying, what they want, we say Bhakti Devi you will be happy. That's what is our bridge preaching. What is in it for me? That's what we tell them. Like stress management, time management. This is all bridge preaching one. The Devi is to please Krishna.
What is our goal is creating faith in their heart towards Lord. That is only the goal. Till the Drashadda, we are working for that. So we should give Krupa for that. That Krupa can be given in a Param Vaishnava, authentic Vaishnava. He sees how that Krupa can be given. That Krupa can be given by cursing also, by scolding also, by material gifts also, by giving gifts, or by just कैसे कैसे ना करके करके उनको श्रद्धा का लाना है, स्टैंडर्ड श्रद्धा. So that's one should use their intelligence. Next, सांकेत्यं पारिहास्यं वा स्तोभं हेलनमेव वा वैकुण्ठनामग्रहणम् अशेषागहरं विदुः. Translation to padhiya. One who wants the holy name of the Lord is immediately freed from the reactions of unlimited sins, even if he chants indirectly to indicate something else, jokingly, for musical entertainment, or even neglectfully. This is accepted by all the learned scholars of the scriptures. Sri Vishwanath Thakur explaining what is joke and what is Sanketyam. So, if you just to call some more person, to indicate some person name is used Krishna name, then that is known as Sanketyam. So, what is joking, everything also he explained, you can see. So, we'll be having break for another 5 minutes. So, 5-7 minutes. अभी बहुत करेंगे. ये चैप्टर होगा, नेक्स्ट चैप्टर थोड़ा स्टार्ट करेंगे. मंडे ऑनलाइन करेंगे. लास्ट इवनिंग. तो व्हाट इज योर ओपिनियन? I'll reach to third chapter also some extent today, but finishing of third chapter, last slokas are a little bit important. Otherwise, remaining slokas are okay. So, can I take morning? 1.5 hours is enough for me. Morning, any like same time, 11 o'clock. Huh? Yeah. Yes. Thank you. बहुत लोग आए नहीं आज, कैंप वाले कोई नहीं है. Last day, na? अच्छा.
Holy name is all powerful. So that beyond offenses also someone else. Because of offense, holy name that is not working.
Yeah, Prasada. She is not giving mercy. Like king, if someone
We are
is
telling is all powerful.
all powerful, but like a king is all powerful, but whoever is offended to him, he will seize his facilities because to teach lesson to him. That doesn't mean that the king doesn't have power, but he is having bad character.
Types of
Bhakti Prakara, he can very important.
can you show?
There is इसमें दो हैं, दो तीन है एक्चुअली, तीन वर्क है मैंने, लेकिन उसमें से आप कौन सा सुना है? जो रिसेंट वाला वो सुनने से अच्छा है। इसका द्वारका मेरे चैनल में जाएंगे, चैनल में जाना आता है ना आपको?
Many were there.
वो एकदम प्लेलिस्ट बहुत बढ़ गया है ना उसमें। हाँ भक्ति पर ये 5-11 घंटा।
In this, you explain all types of.
हाँ वेरी वेरी इम्पोर्टेंट। 4 घंटा, 4
That time here, not.
एक दिन वो लोग 8 घंटा, सुबह 8:30, रात में 7:30 बजे।
One day it happened only.
वन डे 3 क्लासेस हो गए, 3 सेशंस, और 60 बच्चे बैठे। हम लोग लीला प्रभु बोल रहे हैं, मैडम पूरा तुम्हारा लोग है इधर गाड़ दो। उन्हीं के टेम्पल है ना। तो वो लोग 8 घंटा बैठे। तो उन लोगों का श्रद्धा को देखो कितना इंटरेक्टिव, यू कैन सी द वीडियो, then you'll understand. They are regular, continuously they are asking questions till the end, same enthusiasm. Only 2 hours break in between. That at that time also they were asking questions. बहुत मजा आया।
In Bhakti Prakara.
हाँ भक्त मैंने 1.5 day 11 hours we finished, 11.5 hours। आफ्टर 12:30 बजे क्लास हो गई, तुरंत मैं फ्लाइट पकड़ के इधर आ गया।
After this, any other?
गुड वन इज शास्त्र प्रमाण, जीवात्मा कोर्स, Bhakti
Oh,
Varid if you want. I told before. Oh, I gave sequence. Actually, established for as young boys, it is very establishing Shabda Pramana as highest. All logical ways he convinces actually. Shastra Miruna is a sequence if you follow it.
Establishing Bhagavatam as the Pramana.
That's very important actually.
Sequence. Yes. Okay.
It's very useful for teaching and getting clarity, full clarity of philosophy is also very important. तो तब क्या होगा कि बॉयज का क्वेश्चंस फाउंडेशंस अच्छे से डाल के आप उनको एक सिस्टम में रख दिएंगे ना, तो बिगिनिंग से ही, तो तब कंफ्यूजन नहीं रहेगा और वो लोग भी फुल सरेंडर भी इजी हो जाए।
Some boys are saying they in between also they leave because of philosophical deviation. One boy goes from IIT Surat.
Not clear for
so
them.
he did not understand. He
Not-
was practicing chanting, but
Not
he
understand.
did not understand the
Faith is not developed.
Faith is not developed. So he is impersonal.
Yeah.
That he became.
उनका क्वेस्ट जो भी है उसको पूरा नहीं कर
पूरा नहीं
पाए,
करते।
तब तो वो बीच में चले जाएंगे। ऐसे बहुत लोग मैक्सिमम इसीलिए चले जाते हैं, फेथ नहीं बन पाते। But people, if even they are there because of previous janma sukriti, they have mercy, or otherwise they may stay for faith which is developed because of material attraction. अच्छा पद मिलेगा, पोस्ट मिलेगा, ये मिलेगा, वो मिलेगा, ऐसी चीजों की फेथ पर अट्रैक्शन से रुक जाते हैं। तो तब तो वही लोग सोसाइटी में बिग प्रॉब्लम क्रिएट कर फाइटिंग। देयर आर कनिष्ठास, दैट मींस आर्थ जिज्ञासा आर्थ like that kind of people are there, material results they want. So that's why we should create the faith, pure faith, actually, Shastriya Shraddha, not the so yeah, Laukik Shraddha or otherwise, not the just
Shraddha is not stable.
Like not stable, and another is not the like we should not make them as a Prakrita Bhaktas like Artha Jignasa Artha. They are doing bhakti for the some reasons. क्या नाम?
दीनानाथ नारायण दास।
दीनानाथ
धर्मशास्त्र बोले कि पराशर संहिता को लेना चाहिए, पर धर्मशास्त्र की जरूरत क्या है जब भागवतों में?
वो जो पूर्ण रूप से भगवान शरणागत हो उन लोगों की जरूरत नहीं,
भागवत
उसकी पहले वर्णाश्रम के, क्योंकि वो तो पूर्ण रूप से भक्ति नहीं कर पाए ना 24 घंटा, तो बाकी लाइफ को तो रेगुलराइज करना है। हाँ, और रेगुलेट करने के लिए चाहिए हमको।
किनको रिकमेंड करना चाहिए वो?
हाँ?
किनको रिकमेंड देना चाहिए?
आल गृहस्थ के लिए
गृहस्थ के लिए
कंपल्सरी।
वो कहाँ बुक मिलेगी?
वो बुक हाँ वही ऐसे लेके नहीं पढ़ने से, हाँ वो हम लोग सिस्टम बना के बोलना पड़ता। उसमें क्या लेना है क्या
उसका
नहीं
आपने
लेना
दिया है क्या?
है?
राष्ट्रमंडल
नहीं
का
नहीं,
तो कहाँ है?
वो भी मेरा काम है, दे देंगे।
तो कहाँ है, कोई कंटेंट कहाँ है?
पराशर स्मृति का
हाँ,
तो आपको बनारस में मिलेगा ऐसा बुक्स, बहुत व्याख्या भी मिलता है ऐसा। मनुस्मृति के ऊपर कम से कम 10-11 व्याख्या भी है, मेधातिथि है ऐसा। ऐसे धर्मशास्त्रों को भी हम लोग, तो जो भक्ति प्रिंसिपल्स का विरोध नहीं है, जो अनुकूल है वही प्रैक्टिसेस को, उससे भी पराशर स्मृति से भी उससे ही लेना है, उतना ही लेना है कि हमारा भक्ति के अगेंस्ट नहीं।
नहीं तो भक्त तो बनाने चाहिए मुझे साफ, कोई ड्यूटीज बनाना चाहिए कि भाई ये कांग्रेगेशन के लिए, हमारे भक्तों की
कम्युनिटी के
कम्युनिटी के
लिए
लिए,
ये कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन
तो फिर बनाना चाहिए
बना देंगे,
इस्कॉन में, है।
बनाना है हम लोगों को ही। नाउ वी आर विकर्मी वर्ल्ड एक्चुअली, वी आर practicing विकर्मी लाइफ when we are not doing bhakti, which is contaminating the heart. That's the problem. चलो
कुछ
स्टार्ट
चैनल
करें।
क्या वो लोग
गोलकवाणी।
डॉक्यूमेंट जैसे कुछ, तो आचार्य ने अंडरस्टैंडिंग किया है, तो अभी इनके एक्सपीरियंस से और उनके आचार्य के से उनका फिर सो
We should see whichever is according to Shastra, that we should accept. Not we cannot accept anything blindly. You accept blindly, and if the consequences came, then who is responsible? You are only responsible. But we can absolutely we can accept proper purport. You cannot find any mistake. No doubt in that. Very refined that is. बाकी का साधुओं का we can't assure that. Actually, there should be auditing for each and every book also. ये बुक वास्तु सिद्धांतों के अनुसार है या नहीं, तो तभी उसको सोसाइटी की बुक स्टॉल में रखने नहीं तो
कमेटी बनाना पड़ेगा फिर।
that should be there. It was there sometime back, it was there thinking. उसके बाद वो भी, उसका भी ऑडिटिंग नहीं होता है, पैसा का ऑडिटिंग होता है 10 रुपए के लिए भी, लेकिन जो ज्ञान है उसका नहीं होता। कौन सा ज्ञान हमारा समाज में आ रहा है, सोसाइटी में, कौन सा ज्ञान बाहर जा रहा है, वो भी तो देखना है। कितना पैसा अंदर आ रहा है, कितना पैसा बाहर जा रहा है, ये तो देख रहे हैं, लेकिन ज्ञान भी किस प्रकार की, कैसे कंटेमिनेट कर रहे हैं लोग, बुक्स के रूप में, प्रचार के रूप में, माने जो भी वक्ता बैठ के बोल रहे हैं वो सही ढंग से बोल रहे हैं या नहीं, शास्त्र के अनुसार उसको प्रॉपरली मॉनिटर करके तभी उनका अलाउ करना है। नहीं तो भाई आपका लेक्चर, आज का लेक्चर में इतना डिविएशंस आया, ये क्यों ऐसा, देयर शुड बी क्वेश्चनिंग टू हिम। इफ इट इज नॉट डन लाइक दैट thoroughly, that is known as boiling milk. If you don't do such a boiling milk, then there is a big problem. Sakale neha mahato yoga stuff. So that auditing is not there. No one is focusing on the such a sattvic activities. Big money collection and construction. That is very attractive. But so peacefully sitting and so checking the everything is right or wrong. All the speakers' consciousness and unified understanding should be there. Because one philosophy means everyone should have one kind of understanding. Same. Why it is so much different? If it is different, it should be in the realm of Gaudiya Vaishnava Siddhanta. It should be off line. It should be it inline actually. Inline philosophy should be there. That is known as normal philosophy. Normalized philosophy. Normalization should happen. If that is not there, then protecting society will be very difficult.
Sax members, they will only when
No,
problem
but
comes,
they take issues actually only, but they are not responsible to.
they're not preventing. When something comes, they're trying to down.
Main auditing for every temple, there are so many speakers. So how they are level? So there should be auditing team. Or that one should be the clearly who knows the all bhakti principles and Prabhupada purports also should be understood thoroughly properly. We should not give, because Prabhupada wrote all purports not just like that. He studied all Acharya's commentaries, not one, 4 or 5 commentaries he studied, and he has his own realizations. After that, he wrote that realization also according to Shastra. So that's a purport in that means before writing he that line, he background he has such a heavy consciousness, high level consciousness. So to speaker to understand through line, so that consciousness, one need the guru also. Such a person we need actually. Many wrong understandings also we give sometimes from the purports also. or concocted meanings. That's why we need Guru who can teach purports. There should be a standardized Vakya for purports also, which can be helpful actually for people. Because in the Bhakti realm, you cannot speculate whimsically anything. No, freedom will be there, but provided in that realm, in that air boundary. Principles of Gaudiya Vaishnavism, only you can swim, not outside. But education should be made very strong. At least this is good, na? So Bhakti Vaibhava Bhakti Shastri is going there. It's going. Something hope is there. Should we become more strong and more systematic?
Here also, here also, speakers sometimes speak, which is not
In line with Shastra, then
like.
we should give respect, but you should not ask on face in class. But when they
Somebody
are
superior who is appointed, they should tell.
yeah. Or otherwise, even we can ask, approach personally and respectfully we should ask.
Okay.
Not with the challenging way, respectfully, Prabhu, this is the thing I got. What is like, if still he is not listening, then you should stop listening. That's the simple thing. No fighting. So let's start.
Yes.
Pattas kalito bhagnas sandashtas tapta ahata harirityavashena puman arhatiyatana. If one chants the holy name of Hari and then dies because of an accidental misfortune, such as falling from the top of a house, slipping, and suffering broken bones while traveling on the road, being bitten by a serpent, being afflicted with pain or high fever, or being injured by a weapon, one is immediately absolved from having to enter hellish life, even though he is sinful. So what he said, Patita Skalita Bhagna Sandastas Tapta Ahata Harivityeva Harir it Avashena Aha Puman Arhati Yatana. If you understand, as per our discussion, this meaning is applicable to whom? Various categories. Huh? Ignorant with? No offenses. Yes, sir. We have to immediately cap, that means apply this to the right category actually. That's very important. That is the main purpose of discussing those many options. Gurunam cha laghunam cha guruni cha laghuni cha prayaschittani papanam natvoktani maharshibhi. Authorities who are learned scholars and sages have carefully ascertained that one should atone for the heaviest sins by undergoing a heavy process of atonement, and one should atone for lighter sins by undergoing a lighter atonement. Chanting the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, however, vanquish all the effects of sinful activities, regardless of whether heavy or light. So, what is the sloka we learned? Ashesha Aghara. Ashesha Aghara means? What is that unlimited means? Tell me too. You said right. Past, present, and future. All the sins will be finished. Vartamanam cha yadbhutam. What is that sloka? Just one second. Vartamanam cha yadpapam yadbhutam yadbhavishyati tatsarvam nirdahatyashu govindana lakirtanat. And also one more point also we got somewhere. one cannot do that many sins. Where is that? What is that sloka? So, but holy name can destroy more than that. You remember that sloka? And somewhere it came. नाम्नु हि यावती शक्ति पाप निर्हरणे हरे तावत् कर्तुं न शक्नोति पातकं पातकी नरः। ये सभी श्लोक होली नेम का ग्लोरी ये सभी इकट्ठा करके रखना है, इकट्ठा करके मेमोराइज करना चाहिए। सो नाम्नु हि यावती शक्ति ही पाप निर्हरणे, holy name is having such a potency in destroying sins. That potency one doesn't have to do sinful acts. इतना powerful है वो एक holy name. So that's why even one has huge amount of sin, but one holy name is enough. That is the point here. Laguni Guruni. But in the case of karma atonement, for big sin, big atonement. For small sin, small atonement. But in the case of bhakti, the holy name case, one holy name is enough because it is having the so ashesha agaharam capacity yavat namno yavati shakti. It is having that much potency to the prapa nirharane in destroying the papa. Even one cannot do that much sin. So that is the meaning actually. In this regard, Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti describes an incident that took place when Samba was rescued from the punishment of Kauravas. Samba fell in love with the daughter of Duryodhana, and since, according to Kshatriya custom, one is not offered a Kshatriya daughter unless he displays a childless valor. Samba abducted her. Consequently, Samba was arrested by the Kauravas. Later, when Lord Balaram come to rescue him, there was an argument about Samba's release. Since the argument was not settled, Balaram showed his power in such a way that all of Hastinapura trembled and would have been vanquished as if by a great earthquake. Then the matter was settled. So that here it is said that the power, potency of the holy name. In that regard, this example is given. तैस्तान्यगानि पूयन्ते तपोदानव्रतादिभिः नाधर्मजं तद्धृदयं तदपीशाङ्घ्रिसेवया. Can anyone do?
Although one may utilize the reactions of sinful life through austerity, charity, vows, and other such methods, these pious activities cannot uproot the material desires in one's heart. However, if one serves the lotus feet of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, he is immediately freed from all such contaminations.
Yeah, same. Vishnuduta continues same thing. So whatever the way, so purification happens due to Dana and Trapa, that is not equal to purification by service to the Lord's lotus feet. All desires in this material world are sinful because material desires means sense gratification, which always involves action that is more or less sinful. Pure bhakti, however, is anyabhilashita sunya. In other words, it is free from material desires, which result from karma and jnana. So that's why anyabhilashita means one should be free from material desires. Okay, we'll go. अज्ञानादथवाज्ञानात् उत्तमश्लोकनामयत् संकीर्तितामघं पुंसो देहे देहो यथा नलः. As a fire burns dry grass to ashes, so the holy name of the Lord, whether chanted knowingly or unknowingly, burns to ashes without fail. All the reactions of one's sinful activities. It's clear for all of us. यथागतं वीर्यतमम् उपयुक्तं यदृच्छया अजानतोऽप्यात्मगुणं कुर्यान् मन्त्रोऽप्युदाहृतः. If a person unaware of the effective potency of a certain medicine takes that medicine or is forced to take it, it will act even without his knowledge because its potency doesn't depend on patient's understanding. Similarly, Even though one doesn't know the value of chanting the holy name of the Lord, if one chants knowingly or unknowingly, the chanting will be very effective. That's why, what is the definition of Swarupa Siddha Bhakti? Chanting comes under Swarupa Siddha Bhakti. Even if any activity done unknowingly also, if there is a result, then that activity is known as Swarupa Siddha Bhakti. Chanting is Swarupa Siddha Bhakti. Also, we say direct devotion. Okay, next. Sri Sukuvacha. Tayevam suvinirnaya dharmam bhagavatam drupa tam yamyapashan nirmuchya vipram mrityoramumuchan. तो इस प्रकार विष्णुदूतास they taught to Yamadutas about the glories of holy name. So then after that, what happened? See, Sukadeva Goswami continued. From here onwards, story will begin. Story will move forward. My dear king, having thus perfectly judged the principles of devotional service with reasoning and argument, the order carriers of Lord Vishnu released the Brahmana Ajamila from the bondage of the Yamadutas and saved him from imminent death. Iti pratyiditayamya duta yatva yamantikam Yamaragne yatha sarvam acha chakshurarindama. My dear Maharaja Parikshit, O subduer of all enemies, after the servants of Yamaraj had been answered by the order carriers of Vishnu, they went to Yamaraj and explained to him everything that had happened. What happened after that? That will be discussed in third chapter. These Yamadutas got defeated now by Vishnudutas. They felt very bad. Even after hearing this, they want confirmation from their master. Because their master, they have more faith than the Vishnudutas. So that's why they go and ask once again. And their master also says same thing about holy name. Then they are satisfied actually. So this is the way the story goes in third chapter. But they are defeated actually by Vishnudutas. In this verse, the word Pratyudita is very significant. The servant of Yamaraj are so powerful that they can never be hindered anywhere. But this time they were baffled and disappointed in their attempt to take away a man they considered sinful. Therefore, they immediately returned to Yamaraj and described to him everything that had happened. Now the story that will be continued later in the third chapter, but now what happened with Ajamil we are going to see. Dijah Pashad Vinirmukto Gatabi Prakrutim Gataha Vavande Sirasa Vishnu Kinkaran Darshanutsavaha. Having been released from the nooses of Yamarasa servants, the Brahman Ajamila, now free from fear, came to his senses and immediately offered obeisances to the Vishnudutas by bowing his head at their lotus feet. He was extremely pleased by their presence, for he had seen them save his life from the hands of the servants of Yamaraj. So Ajamil is so happy by seeing the Vishnudutas, he is paying obeisances to them. Vaishnavas are also Vishnudutas because they carry out the order of Krishna. Lord Krishna is very eager to, for all conditioned souls rotting in material world, to surrender unto him and be saved from material pangs in the life and punishment in hellish conditions after death. So, Lord Krishna, for these conditioned jivas, what arrangements are giving to save these jivas? We discussed in Brahmachari classes. Mahavishnu, from him, all jivas, conditioned jivas are coming with their karma covered with avidya. So if they are kept like that, all conditioned jivas are only kept in Brahmanda. So will they come to know about Lord? No, because by using Tadasha Shakti, they are by nature Tadasha Shakti and they have faculties of Bhairanga Shakti. By doing any amount of activities, so that activity will it lead to Supreme Lord who is superior actually, superior potency. Sarupa Shakti. Is it possible? No, then Lord what he will do? He will say Shastra, and Shastra only alone is enough. No, because even Shastra is given, what will happen? This condition Jiva will take till what extent? Only Karma Kanda, because that is very much under their understanding, under their logic. But what about Bhakti and Jnana, Brahman and Bhagavan? Is difficult for them to accept. They cannot put faith because that is inconceivable object. So to put faith on such inconceivable object, what they need? Sadhu's Kripa, which is higher potency, Swarupa Shakti. So that's why they need association of sadhus, so lords and sadhus also. Lord is so merciful or not? In this way, Lord is so merciful. So rotting in this middle world, surrender to him. Finally, what they make? These two sadhus, how many types? Two types majorly. Gnani sadhus and Bhakta sadhus. In both process, ultimately we should surrender to Bhakti or not? Yes, even in the Gnana Marga also, Mam Chayo Avyabhicharena Bhakti Yogya. So one should take up shelter of only Bhakti, by that only that Jivatma is kept in Brahman. But that is little Bhakti. And similarly in the case of Bhakti process also, in the Bhakti process beginning only you should surrender and do the sadhana. In the Gnana process, ultimately you should surrender, then only you will get liberation. That is the difference between. Surrender is there. In our diagram, if you see, so surrender is there in the both places. Here they should surrender, or otherwise here you should surrender. This is the best way. Full surrender is there. Tam vivakshuma vipretya mahapurusha kinkara sahasa pashyatastasya tatrantardadirena. O sinless Maharaj Parikshit, the order carriers of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, the Vishnu Dutas, saw that Ajamila was attempting to say something, and thus they suddenly disappeared from his presence. Their work is done. They don't need to stay further actually there. See, that's why their order is what? They should be taking Ajamila to Vaikuntha. That is order given to them. But Ajamila has extended life. Because Yamudutas came because of the sinful nature of the Ajamila, his ayu is reduced, that's why they came early. But now Ishtadutas understood that, Yamudutas understood that he is not a sinful man. His Agha is already finished by the first holy name itself. So that's why they left. So the ayu will be, now he will be having that same ayu as it is. So that's the point. Prabhupada and also Viswanath Thakur also is saying same thing. पापिष्टाये दुराचारा देव ब्राह्मण निंदका अपत्य अपत्य भोजनास्तेषाम् अकाले मरणं ध्रुवम्. For persons who are papishta, very sinful, and durachara, misbehaved, or very unclean in their habits, who are against the existence of God, who disrespect Vaishnavas and Brahmanas, and who eat anything and everything, untimely death is sure. Akala mrityu will happen for these people. Papishtaha, duracharaha, deva, brahmana, nindakaha, apatya bhojanaha. Not for devotees. So see such a people, sinful people there. So as per the Yamadutas, so calculation, Ajamil falls under this category. And that's why Akala Mrityu. Before his destined time, he has to die. He should be finished his life. He should be killed. The soul should be taken out from that body. So that's why they came. Because Ajamila was now free from all sinful reactions, his life was extended. That means it will be as it is. It should not be reduced. One way you can say. Even though he was to have died immediately. When the Vishnu saw Ajamila trying to say something to them, they disappeared to give a chance to glorify Supreme Lord. Since all his sinful reactions has been vanquished, he was now prepared to glorify the Lord. Now he will be going to holy places to glorify the Lord. We'll be seeing that. Ajamilopyatha karnya dutanam yama krishnayo dharmam bhagavatam suddham traivedyam cha gunashrayam bhaktiman bhagavatyashu mahatmya shravanadhare anutapo mahanavasi smarato shubhamatmanah smarato shubhamatmanah. After hearing the discourses between the Yamadutas and Vishnudutas, Ajamila could understand the religious principles that act under the three modes of material nature. These principles are mentioned in the three Vedas. Two Dharmasastras he heard. Two Dharmas. Traigunya Vishya Veda is explained by whom? Material Dharma by Yamadutas. That means they know sin and atonements. And what about Vishnu Dutas? They explained about holy name, Bhagavad Dharma. So he should also understand the transcendental religious principles which are above the mode of material nature and which concern the relationship between the living entity and the Supreme Personality of Godhead. That is Bhagavad Dharma. Furthermore, Ajamila heard glorification of the name, fame, qualities, and pastimes of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. He thus became a perfectly pure devotee. He could then remember his past sinful activities, which are greatly regretted him having performed. Greatly regretted having performed. So that's why two types of dharmas he heard. In first chapter, he heard which dharma? Traigunya Vishya. He heard or not? Yamadutas were saying about material dharma, how the sinful man and he is punished. All Ashtadik Palakas, Surya Chandra, they are witness. Yamadharmaraj giving punishment, and so on. So karma is how it is, and karanam gunasangasya. That means how the karma is giving the bodies, and before getting the atonement, one leave the body, so you should do atonement. So on. So all these things are being discussed in first chapter, that is Traigunya Vishya Veda. So that dharma, Traigunya Vishaya Veda, material dharma is discussed. In second chapter of sixth canto, Bhagavad Dharma, holy names, glories are discussed. The Vedas mainly deal with the subject of the three modes of material nature. So next, we'll see 1 second. 25. Yamadutanam, Krishnadūtānām ca dharmamākarnya. Krishnadūtānām dharma suddham, gunātītam bhagavatam, bhagat pranetam. Yamadūtānām tu traivedyam vedatraya pratipatyam. So gunāshrayam asuddham. Suddha dharma, asuddha dharma. Bhagavad dharma, traigunya dharma. Traigunya dharma. Like that, two dharmas he heard. Translation of devotional service is also okay. And Bhagavad means about which dharma? Dharma projita kaitavotra paramo nirmatsaranam satam vedyam vastavamatra vastu sivadam. What is said in this? Which dharma is said? Bhagavad dharma. And Mahabharat? Traigunya dharma is more. In there also Bhagavad dharma is there, but it is very less. Aho me paramam kastam abud vijitatmanah yena viplavitam brahma vrushalyam jayatatmanah. Jayatatmanah. Ajamil said, alas, being a servant of my senses, how degraded I became. I fell down from my position as a duly qualified Brahmana and begot children in the womb of a prostitute. That I already explained. A Brahmana, if he associate a Chandala woman or otherwise prostitute woman, and if he do sex with her and produce a child, then what happens? His Brahmanat will be lost. Because now he became Chandala through the womb of, he is only taking birth in the womb of his wife. Such a wife is known as Jaya, another name for joy, wife. लेकिन जो बच्चों दे नहीं पाती वो जाया नहीं बनती, वो केवल पत्नी है। पर भार्या, जिसका भरण पोषण किया जाता है, उनको भार्या बोलते हैं। लेकिन जो बच्चा दे पाती वही जाया। So the men of the higher class, the Brahmana, Kshatriya, and Vaishyas don't beget children in the womb of lower class women. Therefore, the custom in Vedic society is to examine the horoscope of a girl and boy being considered for marriage to see whether their combination is suitable. Mane Sudra, Vaishya, Kshatriya, Brahmana, what category we should see as per horoscope of the boy and girl, and it should be matched. Vedic astrology reveals whether one has been born in the Vipravarna, Kshatriya Varna, Vaishya Varna, or Sudra Varna. According to these three qualities of material nature, this must be examined, because a marriage between a boy of a Vipravarna and a girl of the Sudra Varna is incompatible. Married life would be miserable for both husband and wife. विप्र को देना है, ब्राह्मण को, क्षत्रिय को क्षत्रिय, ऐसा। ये कैसा ये वर्ण पता चलेगा? थ्रू हॉरोस्कोप। ओके, आप लोगों को जरूरत नहीं है सर, प्रचार के लिए चाहिए ना, पढ़ाने के लिए जोड़ना जरूरी है। Consequently, a boy should marry a girl of the same category. Of course, this is Trigunya, a material calculation according to the Vedas. But if the boy and girl are devotees, there need be no such considerations, provided they are fully interested in Krishna consciousness, fully surrendered to Lord. जो कुछ भी हो जाए भगवान कृपा हम ले लेंगे, ऐसा है, ऐसा रहना चाहिए। तब नहीं को थोड़ा सा भी अतल पुतल हुआ जीवन में तो भक्ति रुक गया, तो माने स्टिल दे आर व्हाट, not having a strong faith. So such a people, then they have to take, they can take help of horoscope. Better to take horoscope, and even if you get pain or pleasure, still be surrendered to Lord. क्योंकि हमको इतना सरेंडर हुआ या नहीं पता नहीं ना, सिस्टम फॉलो थे, सिस्टम फॉलो होंगे हॉरोस्कोप देख के, तो अच्छा है ना। अदरवाइज इट इज आल्सो गुड थिंग, others also they follow system. In that way you are setting an example. You may not follow for your personal sake. You have faith on Krishna only. Whatever result may come, even bad wife I get, I will take it as a positive way. It is helpful for my devotion to get detachment from so material life. She came in my life. I am so happy with that. Like in the case of King Anga, like that. Such a surrender is there, but still you should follow horoscope to set an example. Others can follow. Also, few people should set example. I don't need horoscope, but still I got pain, but I didn't deviate myself from devotion. Such an example also should be set by some people. No problem. That is also good. Digmam vigarhitam sadbir dushkrutam kulakanjalam hitva balam satim yoham surapimasa surapimapa surapima magam. Alas, all condemnation upon me. I acted so sinfully that I degraded my family tradition. Indeed, I gave up my chaste and beautiful young wife to have sexual intercourse with fallen prostitute accustomed to drinking wine. अभी याद आ रहे हैं, अभी कितना उम्र इनका, ये छोड़ना कब हुआ? 16 साल में हुआ। अभी 88 के बाद याद आ रहे कितना साल गया, 72। अभी क्या है, कहाँ ब्यूटीफुल वाइफ को साथ चली। Arre, Prabhupada writes very nicely. What is he saying? This is the mentality of one who is becoming a pure devotee. So what did it mean? In 11th and 20th chapter, Dukko Darkascha Karhayan. There is one sloka. What that sloka is saying, even one go to the pure devotional platform, that means even after going to the pure devotional platform, they don't do any karma and they don't have any anyabhilasha, they don't have any material desires. But what happened? Because of their piety, because before going to this, they are in the Varnashrama Dharma. They collected so much by doing karma, they got lot of piety. Because of that piety, they are actually, so they are by that punya samskaras, they are impelled and also they are getting this some kind of pleasure actually. Material pleasure is coming to them and they get tempted to that and they enjoy. At that time, enjoy, they should not enjoy, na? Anyabhilasha sunyam, no material pleasure and happiness. So that consciousness is there, anyabhilashita, anyabhilashita is already, so anyabhilashita sunyam. So anyabhilashita sunyam is already there in him. So his conscious is saying that, hey, you are getting now, so you are enjoying now the material pleasure, sattvic pleasure which is coming from your punya, but it is against to your principles. So such a consciousness is there in the background and he is worried for that. And how he is feeling while enjoying also? Dukko darkascha karhayan. He is feeling for that guilty. He is feeling for guilty and because of that guilty he feel himself. What kind of bhakti is coming? That means karpanyata is feeling. I am becoming victim of this samskaras, punya samskaras. And now I am enjoying. But I should not enjoy. So even he, while enjoying also, he is taking a remembering Lord with feel of what? I am falling from my actual position. That is, so anyabhilashita sunyam state. So that is being explained in the 11th canto. So 20th chapter. So same point you should consider. So here, that means pure devotee consciousness is like that. Any circumstance, some circumstances, even if they get, so even prasadam also, if you do bhoga style, if we enjoy, we feel, that means, or sometimes we go for the luxurious things. I want this luxurious thing, this luxurious thing. And so another side, you are getting that, you are not able to reject also and enjoying that and also feeling that why I am a devotee, I should accept this kind of thing. Why I should have this enjoying tendency towards this. So this is. But what about sinful thing? Sinful things also they enjoy like that. Pure devotees. In this pure devotional platform, no sinful thoughts will come, but it will not grossly manifest. Because sinful life they already left it before only. And they studied Shastra. Dhrada Vishwasa means Shastrartha Vishwasa. In that Shastra, it is clearly said that Vishnu will not be happy by the sinful activities. So, believing those statements, he will not enjoy. He will not allow. So, Dushkruta Tanarthas are there. Thoughts are coming, but actions all will not manifest. So, Srila Vijaya Goswami explains. After Dharashraddha, there are no sinful practices. That is the thing you should understand. आज मैं दोबारा अभी थोड़ा सा सेक्स कर दूं लास्ट जाने के पहले ऐसा कुछ नहीं सोचेगा करेगा नहीं दिस विल नॉट कम नो after reaching to pure devotion platform no sinful life the Vishnu Dutas had given Ajamila the chance to become a pure devotee and the duty of a pure devotee is to regret his past sinful activities in illicit sex intoxication meat eating and gambling. Not only should one give up his past bad habits, but he must always regret his past sinful acts. So he started regretting for the past sinful acts. Vruddhavanathau pitaro nanya bandhu tapasvino aho tyakta vakrutena nena nichava अकृतज्ञेन नीचव. ये तो सबसे बड़ा घटिया. My father and mother were old and had no other son or friends to look after them. Because I didn't take care of them, they lived with great difficulty. No one was there, old people. In what he did, all the property, whatever his father is having, everything he took and sold it out and gave to prostitute. And he threw them in the road, on the road. Papre. So that young wife, she was crying. And these old people, nobody there, no friends, no other son. So living on the trees, roads, very horribly they so die. Such a sins he did, Ajami. But one Namabhas, what a great glory of holy name. If you see with the eyes of Karmakandi, Ajami, like, see such a way it is Bhagavatam so nice. It is presented this whole scene. Ajamil is seen with the Karmakandi's eyes, that is Yamadutas describing. And also Ajamil is seen by with the eyes of pure devotion, pure devotees. His one Namabhas is also considered such a powerfully. Because in somehow, some other life, he got the association of or Krupa of the Sadhu. Because of that. Such way, this holy name glory is unlimited, unimaginable. According to Vedic civilization, everyone has the responsibility for taking care of Brahmanas, old men, women, children, and cows. This is the duty of everyone, especially an upper class person. Because of his association with a prostitute, Azamil abandoned all his duties. Regretting this, Azamil now considered himself quite fallen. So Azamil is seeing his, that means saying these words with the view of his sinful activities, not he is saying with the view of glory of holy name. He is considering himself as fallen means don't think that Azamil is not having the faith on the glory of holy name and is committing offense now here. No. He is seeing, he is regretting and he is saying all these words, I am fallen, by seeing his sinful activities. That point you should remember actually. अरे अजामिल ही बोल रहे पतन हो गए करके और आप लोग कैसे मानेंगे कि अजामिल ऑलरेडी डिलीवर हो गया ये पतन हुआ यही प्रूफ है अरे ऐसा नहीं होता है पतन नहीं होली नेम नामाबाद से कोई फायदा ही नहीं है ultimately some people they try to establish this so but the point is he is regretting he is saying by seeing with the view of his sinful activities not with the view of glory of holy name that we should note it सोहम व्यक्तम पतिष्यामि नरके वृषदारुणे धर्मज्ञा कामिनो यत्र विन्दन्ति यमयातना and it is said you see aham vyaktam patishyami narake he is saying that I will go to hell means holy name namabhas is not working sins are not destroyed he is telling he only telling naraka he is going. So then what we should understand, that's the point is this. Okay. कितना श्लोक number? 6. Srila Jiva Goswami is saying, Soham Vaktam Patishyami Swa Doshamatra Drishchiva. That means I will fall in hell. Like this he is saying. That is what? Swadoshamatra Drishchiva. By seeing his own defects, he is saying like that. Nama Mahatma Drishchitu Vakshate. He will say, with the view of glory of holy name, he will say in future, what is going to happen? अभी जो शब्द यूज कर रहे हैं वो अपना दोष अपना जो भी पुराना में जो किया कर्म, नीच कर्म, उसकी दृष्टि से बोल रहे। नाम की महिमा की दृष्टि से वैसा नहीं बोल रहे। नाम का कोई काम नहीं है, अल्टीमेटली मैं इधर ही फंस गया, इधर ही ऐसे रह गया, ऐसा दृष्टि से नहीं बोल रहे। Okay, next. It is clear that a consequences such activities of sinful person like he must be thrown into hellish planets conditions meant for those who have broken beliefs, principles, and must there suffer extreme miseries. नरक कौन कौन जाएंगे? As per our analysis, who will go to Naraka? Only karmis. Devotees who had Vaishnava Diksha, Vaishnava Guru, Bhakti Ankura, will they go? They will not. Even if they commit sins and offenses, will they go? No. But they get some punishment by the arrangement of Lord. Kimidam swapna ahosvid sakshat drishtimihatputam Kvayata adyate ye mam vyakarshan pashapanayah. Was this a dream I saw, or was it reality? I saw fearsome men with ropes in their hands coming to arrest me and drag me away. Where have they gone? तो बहुत आश्चर्य लग रहा है, इतना काला काला, इतना एकदम बड़ा बड़ा आंख, बड़ा बड़ा दांत, ऐसा ऐसा एकदम विकृति फेस, fearsome faces. Three came like that. Atate kvagata siddhas chatvaras charudarshana vyamochayan niyamanam bhadva pashairado bhuvaha. And where have those four liberated and very beautiful persons gone who released me from arrest and saved me from being dragged down to hellish regions? And now he's asking where they went. These four beautiful, so Vishnudutas. We have learned from the descriptions of fifth kind the hellish planets are situated in the lower portions of this universe. Therefore, they are called Adho Vibhuva. They are all in the cavity of Earth planet. The last. Inside Earth only they are all. Atala, Vitala, Sutala also 28 is inside Earth only. In the dia of Earth, you can see. अथापि मे दुर्भगस्य विबुधोत्तमदर्शने भवितव्यं मङ्गलेन येनात्मा मे प्रसीदति. I am certainly most abominable and unfortunate to have merged in an ocean of sinful activities, but nevertheless, because of my previous spiritual activities, I should see these four exalted personalities who came to rescue me. Now I feel extremely happy because of their visit. This is a sloka actually. He is telling about what he is saying here in this sloka. Because of my extreme fortunate. Durbhaga, of course, I am unfortunate. Mangalena. येन आत्मा भवितव्यम मंगलेन इस मंगल. ये मंगल क्या है? I am certainly most above unfortunate to have married in the ocean of sin, but nevertheless, because of my previous spiritual activities, I could see these four exalted persons who came. So मंगल का उदय हुआ इनका जंगल में. मंगल कब हुआ इनका? प्रीवियस लाइफ में कभी हुआ, पता नहीं कब. तो देखो इधर क्या लिखे हैं आचार्य जी. What he wrote? विबुधोत्तमानं दर्शने विषये कारणत्वेन केनापि मंगलेन. केनापि मंगलेन, that means yadruchya also. That sloka yadruchya, you remember 11th and 20th chapter. Bhakti comes by yadruchya. Yadruchya means kenapi mangalena. Jiva Goswami also writes some fortune. What is that fortune? Here Ajamil also is saying because of some fortune. By some fortune. What is that some fortune? That some fortune is said here. That means that fortune is kasyachit bhaktasya karunyameva anumeyam. That is nothing but mercy of some devotee. There Jiva Goswami 11th and 20th chapter. So he explains that is what? Parama Swatantra Bhagavat Bhakta Sangha Tat Krupa Jata Mangala. Mangala is nothing but which is awakened because of mercy, which is coming from the association of Kon? Bhakta. Karunika Bhakta. Parama Swatantra Bhakta. That's why Yataha Eva. Anime here. So that's why Vishwanath is saying now Ajamil got some bhagya means you should definitely, and he got the darshan of these 4 Vishnudutas means he has some mangala. That mangala is nothing but what? So some mercy, devotees mercy. Uski bina, without devotees mercy, that bija vapana asambhava. Without sadhu mercy, bhakti bij cannot be. Just scriptures are there, and but sadhu is not there. Only by scriptures that bij will be. No. Shastra is not given. Here what is given? Kaschit bhaktasya karunyam. भक्त का करुणा से होता है, शास्त्र की करुणा से नहीं. सो बाय डिवोटीज मर्सी भक्ति बीज ओपन किया जाता है. इसीलिए भगवान पार्षदों को भी भेजते हैं. केवल शास्त्र दे के छोड़ना चाहिए तब तो शास्त्र से होते तो. सो इसीलिए दैट इन Ajamil's life some so great devotees mercy is there, that we should do reverse engineering. Otherwise it is not possible getting darshan of so Vishnudutas. And that mercy is there. That's why Yata eva swaputrasya Narayana iti nama chakara. Because of some devotee's mercy only, he is able to keep his son's name as Narayana. And that's why by that his sins are destroyed. And that's why finally also he is able to chant Narayana. बहुत लोग अज्ञात सुकृति के कारण साधुओं का संगति होता है ऐसा बोलते हैं. नहीं, साधु की संगति के कारण अज्ञात सुकृति क्रिएट होता शुरू होता है. ऐसा अजामिल के केस में बोलते हैं ये अज्ञात सुकृति है, इसीलिए वो अपना पुत्र का नाम नारायण रखती है. लेकिन उसको डिफाइन करो वो अज्ञात सुकृति कहां से बिगिन हुआ? साधु संग से, साधु कृपा से.
साधु कृपा मतलब साधु खुश होना चाहिए या
कुछ नहीं, वो अपना इंडिपेंडेंटली देते. कैसा भी हो, जैसा अजामिल के सॉरी नलकुबेर और मणिग्रीव को नारद जी दिए हैं, श्राप दिए, वो भी कृपा है.
नॉर्मल केस में साधु क्या करे?
कृपा दो लेवल पर होता है. इनिशियल कृपा इंडिपेंडेंटली विदाउट योर सिचुएशन देगी. आफ्टर दैट इफ यू वांट टू derive further कृपा then you have to serve. That कृपा will destroy the anarthas. Bija they give independently. In the case of Narad Muni, first canto, 5th chapter, initially Bhakti Vedantis they give ahaituki kripa. Then he understood value of the Vaishnavas. Narada understood by that. Then he wants to derive more kripa from that. Then he became Shanta and Danta. Then they gave more. So that beginning is causeless. Ahaituki. Bhakti always comes without cause.
Is there difference between Sangha?
Difference in Sangha is, yeah. Sangha naturally kripa force some kripa. But people are very heavy sinful, then additionally kripa should be given. Sangha is not just sufficient. Example, Nalakuvir and Manigri and Narada Muni. So Nanga hokar bas khade ho gaye. Aao dekho. When Narada Muni came, showing naked body to sadhu is offending them actually, disrespecting them. And beside to them, the damsels are there. So heavenly damsels, they immediately covered their body and they became shy. They got Sangha and without mercy they got Narada's Krupa. But for these people, just by Narada's Sangha is not sufficient. He gave additionally Krupa by giving curse, then only they became devotees. But other damsels, they became devotees without mercy. Only Sangha is enough. By that Krupa already flowed. This is the difference. Devotees, yes. Next. Association with devotees is recommended by all the Shastras because even a moment of association, Lavamatra Sadhu Sangha, one can receive the seed of for all perfection. You can see in all the scriptures, even in the case of Chitraketu Maharaj also, Tumbura gave the association, and that's why his bhakti started. In Bhagavatam, it is explained again and again. This principle you should never forget. By the causeless mercy only, our bhakti begins. Even Sukruti, which is not known to us, that also begins. Otherwise, you cannot come in contact with the ऐसा रास्ता में चल रहा है अचानक भगवान की रथ यात्रा चल रहे भगवान के दर्शन हुआ ये तो अज्ञात सुकृति है अरे ऐसा ही हुआ आपको ही क्यों हुआ इतना करोड़ों जीवाओं के लिए ना होने वाला क्योंकि आप कहीं ना कहीं किसी के साधु की कृपा शुरू हो गया है
Those who followed the system of
those who followed out of respect to sadhu they did they got so yeah in Bhakti Sandarbha Jiva Goswami give this reference association just give Krupa also but association plus Krupa is needed for the offenders. This example is given. We don't know what they became. So what they became successful. No, not like that. The main point is here. Who are offenders, for them by association they cannot become devotees. They need Krupa additionally. In association also Krupa is there. That is not sufficient. That is the principle actually. To establish that, Srila Jiva Goswami explains. This is the example he takes. ये मेरा एग्जाम्पल नहीं है भैया मेरा तो एक भी नहीं मैं ऐसा ही बस पोस्टमैन मुझे कुछ नहीं आता है मैं ऐसे व्याख्या भी नहीं करता जो नहीं जानता हूँ it is there in Bhakti you can see if at the time of death the devotee can remember his own name such as Krishnadas. Last time you told, na, in India, Hindu families, Krishna, all the people, they keep their son's name Krishnadas, Govindadas, Vrindavan Das, like that. So Prabhupada is saying, now if he has now Govindas, he'll remember himself. Oh, I am Govindas, so and so, now I'm going to die. At least it is helpful. Therefore, the change of nowadays people, they left their culture of keeping Lord's names for their children. Now, because of influence of the other cultures, everything is, the chance is reduced to become, उसके लिए भी साधु कृपा चाहिए भगवान की नाम रखने के लिए अपना बच्चे को अन्यथा म्रियमाणस्य न सुचे वृषलीपते वैकुंठ नाम ग्रहणं जिह्वा वक्तुमिहार्हति और some karmis also they keep Krishna's names for their sons. So you are saying sadhu krupa and now they are karmis. What is that? This case fall under what? We discussed or not this case? Tell me. Mike? Because of doing the inherit effort. That means somehow or other they did the eighth and 6 offenses. That's why they lost Vaishnavata. Vaishnavata is lost in their case. Yeah. Even they got opportunity to keep their son's name as Krishna's name, Yeah, but they lost Vaishnavata. That purport, once again, please hear and try to do mananam on that. So then it will be good. Then you can use everywhere. It is useful to do commentary on any situation. Rightly understanding situations is possible. Anyatha mriyamanasya nasu cherushalipate Vaikunta namagrahanam jihva vaktumihahati. Were it not for my past devotional service, how could I, a most unclean keeper of a prostitute, have gotten an opportunity to chant the holy name of Vaikuntapati when I was just ready to die? Certainly, it could not have been possible, but this is possible because of one Namavas.
When he was assisting his father, did that
May karmi. No.
or the first holy day?
First holy name only, na? Why you got no one second? No, okay. At that time, he was karmi actually. Karmitvam is there, no? Already Sunat told. Yes.
We had a story that Ajamla by particular is Narayana. This is all.
Some story is there. But we have to see from which Purana that. I am not clearly knowing that I am not. I have.
That's Sadhukrupa.
Acharyas didn't write any specific Purana name. So even Vishwanath Chakravarti simply said that we should anumeya. Anumeya means we should guess that there is a kaschit bhaktas, some devotee's karunyam is there on him. That's why he is able to keep his son's name as Narayana, and that's why finally Vishnu Dutas came. Other acharyas also. No, if it is there, then Vishwanath Chakravarti might have given. And Jiva Goswami didn't comment, and I didn't see what about our whether I was there. He has given. I don't. I'll see it. Kvachaham kitavah papo brahmagno nirapatrava Kvacha narayanityeta bhagavan nama mangalam. Ajamila continued, I am a shameless cheater who has killed his Brahminical culture. Indeed, I am sin personified. Where am I in comparison to the all auspicious chanting of holy name of the Lord Narayana? So he is repenting for this. Sinless, shameless cheater. What is that sloka number 34? Anything is there? Those engaged in broadcasting holy name of Narayana Krishna through the Krishna conscious movement should always consider that our position was before we came and what it is now. Prabhupada is giving a application. अजामिल की जैसा हम लोग भी अपने आप को थोड़ा सा ख्याल रखना है. हम भी बहुत बड़ा नहीं है. We had fallen into abominable lives as meat eaters, drunkards, and woman hunters, who performed all kinds of sinful activities. But now we have been given the opportunity to chant the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Therefore, we should always appreciate this opportunity. This point has to be noted. So we should always appreciate the association of what fortune we got. Jivatma, which is always coming out and going inside Mahavishnu, and for that it is living in this material world for 411 trillion 40 billion years. So 311 trillion 40 billion. 311 trillion 40 billion years will be in this and changing various gross bodies and leaving the subtle and gross bodies and once again entering with karma, accumulated karma. And such a Jivatma got now the mercy of the Vaibhava. So Vaishnavas, so now we are able to appreciate Holy Name. So this opportunity should be always appreciated. We should always appreciate this opportunity. By the grace of the Lord, we are opening many branches. And we should use this good fortune to chant the holy name of the Lord. So Prabhupada also says, these centers are not there for eating and sleeping, comfortable life. So centers are not meant for doing sense gratification. One should use their time in the ashrams for his own bhajan chanting and for preaching others. So this should be the 24 hours activity, not for the sake of आज सुबह क्या बनेगा, दोपहर में क्या बनेगा, शाम को क्या बनेगा, और क्या क्या खाएंगे, और कहाँ कहाँ मांगेंगे, क्या क्या खाएंगे, कैसे एंजॉय करेंगे. We should not think for this. So, but just keep your health nicely so that we can serve Lord, and that's all. But not the varieties. People are sometimes so much hankering. I want this only. I want that. I want that. You prepare this. You prepare that. So much hankering and for that fighting is not good actually. These centers are not meant for that. These are all meant for glorifying Krishna and spreading his glories. So we must be conscious of the difference between our present and past conditions and should always be very careful not to fall from the most exalted life. This is the most exalted life we got. So we should not fall from this. Soham yatha yatishyami yata chittendriyanila yatana bhuya atmanam andhe tamasi majjay. I am such a sinful person, but since I have now gotten this opportunity, I must completely control my mind, life, and senses and always engage in devotional service so that I may not fall again into deep darkness and ignorance of material life. अरे ऐसे कैसे बोल रहे हैं? Already avidya is broken, is nasta. Why are you thinking like this? हाँ? ऐसे क्यों सोच रहे हैं ये? अजान में क्या हो गया? हाँ? कितना? 37 है? 38 है ना? 37 कितना है?
24, 25.
35 है. अथापि इत्यनेन प्राचीनस्य भक्तिरस्तु किन्तु केनाप्यपराधेन आवृत्ता अभूत् इति गम्यते. Okay, he has some fear actually. Soham tatha yatishyami yat chittendriyanila yatha na bhuya atma anam andhe tapasi manje. Means he is becoming cautious to not to get materially attached and not to do further offenses. As per the rules, what? If anyone have so material attraction, that will definitely lead to offenses, and offenses will lead to material attraction. Material attraction will lead to offenses. Offenses lead to material attraction. This will be the chain. So that's why now he is saying, now there is no, I don't want any material attraction. So that I should not offend and I should not lose this bhakti. That is the main point actually. He is saying here. विमुच्य तमिमं बन्धम् अविद्या कामकर्मजं सर्वभूतासुहृच्चान्तो मैत्रः करुण आत्मवान् मोचैग्रस्तमात्मानं योषिन्माय्यात्ममायया विक्रीडितो एवाहं क्रीडा मृगविवादः. पढ़िए कोई.
Because of identifying oneself with the body, one is subjected to desires for self-gratification. And thus, one engages in many different types of pious and impious actions. This is what constitutes material bondage. Now I shall disentangle myself from my material bondage, which has been caused by Supreme Personality of Godhead's illusory energy in the form of woman. Being a most fallen soul, I was victimized by the illusion and energy and have become like a dancing dog led around by a woman's hand. Now I shall give up all lustful desires and free myself from this illusion. I shall become a merciful, well-wishing friend to all living entities and always absorb myself in Krishna consciousness.
Thank you. So he explained his previous situation. What he want to be in future. This should be the standard of determination for all Krishna conscious person. This is a standard, Prabhupada is saying. That means this is the consciousness of Ajamil should be adopted by us also. A Krishna conscious person should free himself from the clutches of Maya. And he should also be compassionate to all other living suffering in those clutches. The activities of Krishna conscious movement are meant not only for oneself but for others also. अपने को बचाओ और दूसरों को बचाओ. This is the perfection of Krishna consciousness. One who is interested in his own salvation is not as advanced in Krishna consciousness as one who feels compassion for others. So, and who therefore propagates the Krishna consciousness movement. That's why preaching this Krishna conscious philosophy, those devotees are more advanced because they have compassion for the other living entities. That's why they are here. That means this preaching activity, that means propagating holy name. It should be the akaitava. It should not be sakaitava. Sakaitava means if you do this preaching activity for gaining name, fame, and so or otherwise to get liberation, then this is sakaitava. So then that is wrong. It should be akaitava. It should be pleasure of Krishna only. Such an advanced devotee will never fall down. For Krishna conscience, for Krishna will give him special protection. That is the sum and substance of Krishna consciousness movement. We are all getting protection from Krishna not by our own jnana. That means by Nishkama Karma Yoga is practicing Nishkama Karma Yoga. With the strength of Vidya, he is able to maintain I am not body, I am soul. But in our case, we are fully dependent on Krishna. Krishna is protecting. That is the sum and substance of Krishna conscious movement. That means depending on Krishna, surrendering to Krishna is the sum and substance. Everyone is like a play toy in the hands of illusory energy and is acting as she moves him. So, Karya Karana Kartrutve Prakriti Hetu. Prakriti is a Hetu for all activities. Adidhaivam, Adibhutam, Adhyatmam, all under her. Karya Karana Kartrutva. So, Tamasika Ahankara, from there, all Karyams comes. From Rasika Ahankara, all Karanams comes. And from the Satvika Ahankara, Adhisthana Devatas they come. They are the Karta. Karta एक से करण और एक से और करण और एक से आते हैं तीनों. Ultimately everything from Prakriti. So everything is directed with the three modes. And those three modes are in control of Lord. So one should thus take shelter of Lord. One should come to Krishna consciousness to release oneself and also to release others. Mamaham iti dehado hitva mityartha dirmatim dhasye mano bhagavati shuddham tatkirtanadibi. Simply because I chanted the holy name of the Lord in the association of devotees, my heart is now becoming purified. Therefore, I shall not fall victim again to the false lures of material sense gratification. Not that I have become fixed in absolute truth. Henceforward, I shall not identify myself with the body. I shall give a false conception of I and mine and fix my mind on the lotus feet of Krishna. Thirty-eight. Next. Iti jatu sunirvedaha kshanasangena sadhushu Gangadwaramupeyaya mukta sarvanubandhana. Because of a moment's association with devotees, Ajamil detached himself from the material conception of life with determination. Thus, freed from all material attraction, he immediately started to for Hardwar, Gangadwara, Haridwar. Swatasmin deva sadana asino yogamastitah pratyahritendriya gramo yuyoja mana atmani. In Haridwar, Ajamil took shelter at a Vishnu temple where he executed the process of Bhakti Yoga. So here Yoga means Bhakti Yoga we should take. Acharya Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti sir. Yoga Mastita means Bhakti Yogam Astita. He controlled his senses and fully applied his mind in the service of the Lord. So the devotees who have joined in Krishna, the Krishna conscious movement may live comfortably in our many temples and engage in devotional service of the Lord. Thus they can control the mind and senses and achieve the highest success in life. This is the process descending from time immemorial. Learning from the life of Ajamil, we should vow with determination to do what is necessary to follow this path. ततो गुणेभ्य आत्मानं युज्यात्मा समाधिना युजे भगवद्धाम्नि ब्रह्मण्यनुभवात्मनि. Ajamila fully engaged in devotional service, thus he detached his mind from the process of sense gratification and became fully absorbed in thinking of the form of the Lord. Okay. यर्ह्युपरतादिस्तस्मिन् नाद्रक्षेत् पुरुषान् पुरा उपलभ्योपलब्धान् प्राग्ववन्दे शिरसा द्विजः. When his intelligence and mind were fixed upon the form of the Lord, the Brahmana Ajamila once again saw before him four celestial persons. Abhi dobara aaya. He could understand that they were those he had seen previously, and thus he offered them his obeisances by bowing down before them. Wow. बच गया अजम अजम को उद्धार हो गया. हम लोगों का कब होगा? होगा या नहीं? 1, 2, 3, 4 जन्म. Vishnudeva who had rescued Ajamila came. Okay, this is okay. हित्वा कलेवरं तीर्थे गंगायां दर्शनाधुना सद्यः स्वरूपं जगृहे भगवत्पार्श्व निर्मितं पार्श्ववर्तिनाम्. Upon seeing the Vishnudutas, Ajamila gave up his material body at Haridwar on the bank of Ganges. He regained the original spiritual body, which was a body appropriate for an associate of the Lord. Parshad Deha Yugat. Parshad Deha. Ajamil. Sakam vihaya sa vipro mahapurusha kinkarai Aimam vimanamaruhya yayau yatra shriyah patihi. Accompanied by the order carriers of Lord Vishnu, Ajamila boarded on airplane made of gold, not normal gold. Passing through the airways, he went directly to the abode of Lord Vishnu, the husband of the goddess of fortune. For many years, material scientists have tried to go to the moon, but they are still unable to go there. However, the spiritual airplanes from the spiritual planets can take one back home, back to God in a second. The speed of such a spiritual plane can only be imagined. Okay. एवं सविप्लवित सर्वधर्म दास्यापति पतितो गर्ह्य कर्मणा निपात्यमानो निरये हतव्रता सद्यो विमुक्तो भगवन्नाम गृह्णन्. Ajamila was a Brahmana who, because of bad association, had given up all Brahminical culture and religious principles. Becoming most fallen, he stole, drank, and performed other abominable activities. He even kept a prostitute, thus he was destined to be carried away to hell by the order carrier of Yajamaraj. But he was immediately rescued simply by glimpse of chanting of the holy name Narayana. नातः परं कर्म निबंध कुंतनम मुमुक्षतां तीर्थपदानुकीर्तनात् न यत्पुनः कर्मसु सज्जते मनो रजस्तमोभ्यां कलिलं ततोऽन्यथा. Therefore, one who desires free from material bondage should adopt the process of chanting and glorifying the holy name, fame, form, and pastimes of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, whose feet all the holy places stand. One cannot derive the proper benefit from other methods such as pious atonements, speculative knowledge, and meditation in mystic yoga, because even after following such a methods, one takes to free to activities again, unable to control his mind, which is contaminated by various qualities of nature, namely passion and ignorance. So once again, rewind it actually. Final conclusions. So by other techniques, nothing is going to happen, only by bhakti. So everything will be clean, that is being said again. Nata param karma nibandhana. This we cannot do. Okay, these are all equal same points. Yetam param guhyam itihasam agapaham शृणुया श्रद्धया युक्तो यश्च भक्त्यानुकीर्तये नैव स नरकं याति नेक्षितो यमकिङ्करैः यद्यप्यमङ्गलो मत्यो विष्णुलोके महीयते. Because this very confidential historical narration has the potency to vanquish all sinful reactions. One who hears and describes it with faith and devotion is no longer doomed to hellish life, regardless of his having a material body, regardless of how sinful he may have been. He may have been. Indeed, the Yamadutas who carry out the orders of Yamaraj don't approach him even to see him. After giving up his body, he turns back home, where he is very respectfully received or worshipped. Mriyamano hare nama gunan putropacharitam ajamilopryagadhama kimuta sraddaya gunan. Now Sukadeva Goswami is saying, while suffering at the time of death, Ajamila chanted the holy name of the Lord. Although the chanting was directed towards his son, he nevertheless returned home back to Godhead. That means at the time of death, not there at the time of he is alive. At the time of completely death, he took. That is a Miriyamanatvat. That means Miriyamana means Kim Punarjivan. अच्छा से रहते समय नहीं, मरते समय में it's very difficult time. So at that time, and also to call his son, he uttered that name. Asraddha, without any Shraddha, he uttered that. And on top of Putropacharitam. Only for his child's purpose he called. Mriyamanaha Putropacharitam. Asraddhaya. अश्रद्धा से और मरते समय पुत्र के लिए लिया हुआ नाम भी इतना काम किया, तो कोई व्यक्ति श्रद्धा से जीवित समय में भगवान की संतुष्टि के लिए यदि नाम लिया गया तो क्या होगा, ऐसा पूछा जा रहा है। बहुत वंडर्स होगा। While suffering at the time of death, Ajamila chanted the holy name of the Lord, and although the chanting was directed towards his son, he nevertheless returned home back to God. Therefore, if one faithfully and inoffensively chants the holy name of the Lord, where is the doubt that he will return Godhead? At the time of death, one is certainly bewildered because his bodily functions are disordered. At the time, even one who throughout his life has practiced chanting the holy name of the Lord may not be able to chant the Hare Krishna Mahamantra very distinctly. Nevertheless, such a person receives all the benefits of chanting the holy name. So that's why, what is the condition to remember the holy name at the time of death? What should be?
Practice when we are living.
Huh? What should be at the time? What we should have? Who will remember the? Huh? Who will remember Lord at the time of death?
Practice.
No offenses. कितना भी प्रैक्टिस किया लेकिन ऑफेंसेस से तो लॉर्ड याद आएंगे उस समय नहीं, that is not allowed actually. Without clearing offenses, one should not have any entry into Vaikuntha. Even Lord sometimes Srila Prabhupada, to encourage us, he says back door we have. So he's saying to encourage, but as per Shastra, everyone should. So scriptures, Prabhupada, everyone he is saying, he will write in a purpose. So we have to understand that with complete clearance of offenses only we can enter there. Huh? Offenses only chanting holy name. Yes. All 10 offenses will go by just holy name. Repeatedly. It's already said now. If you do 1 and 7, for that we should accept punishment and Satata Kirtanam we should do. And for the remaining 4, first 3, if that should not be there, first 3. If we have, not first 3, 5, 6 and 8, that should not be there. If it is there, then we are not Vaishnava also. So then 1 and 2, 1 and 7 is very dangerous, and we should, how we should so nullify that? By constant chanting with punishment. And remaining 5?
Chanting.
Just a set of the Kirtanam is enough.
This philosophy applies also that also for offenses.
Only for offenses speak. If falsity doubt किया मैंने आप offense हो जाए. ये होगा नहीं होगा ऐसे बोला गया.
नहीं जैसे भक्ति कर रहे हैं और ये पास टाइम offenses है तो ये philosophy.
मैं फलश्रुति मिल गया आपको सुनने के लिए, लेकिन offenses लाने के कारण वो अभी मैनिफेस्ट नहीं होगा, टाइम लगेगी. अकाउंट में तो आ ही गए.
क्लियर होने के बाद वो मैनिफेस्ट. Like in Chaitanya Charitamrita also, many pastors we hear, when we hear it is said that one hears this Pashami of prema or hears to love God. So then the same logic can be applied there also. The result is manifest, but because of children and the offense becomes
then you should not suspect the potency of holy name or pastime. It's a leela. But why it is not coming means we should not lose the shraddha on holy name, but we should understand that we are not getting the mercy of Bhakti Maharaj because of our offenses. The Charanamrita, if you drink all Sarva Roga Nashani, this is the statement of Shastra. You every day drink Charanamrita, but you have 100 diseases. Then, sorry, तो मैं कितना पी रहा हूँ, लेकिन फिर भी एकदम लोटा लोटा पी रहा हूँ, फिर भी हमारे इतना रोग भर है. तो क्या कौन सा होली नेम का काम तो नहीं कर रहे, ऐसे कैसे हो सकता है? होली नेम का कोई प्रभाव नहीं है, तो मैंने ऐसा बोलते हैं, लेकिन बस ऐसा थोड़ी होता है। वो केवल शुद्ध भक्तों के केस में होता है, वो सब हम लोगों के केस में थोड़ी होता है। नहीं तो वो ऐसा बोलते हैं, हाँ वो भी सही है, ऐसे शुद्ध भक्तों के केस में होता है, वो भी सही है, मैंने जिसके पास अपराध नहीं है उनके उद्देश्य। लेकिन वो ऐसा बोलते हैं कि नहीं तो वो ऐसा ही बोला जाता है बस। हाँ, वो सभी नहीं है, ऐसा होता नहीं। हाँ, अर्थवाद ऐसा अलग 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 अलग, मैंने उसको पूर्ण विश्वास नहीं कर पाते। सो दिस इज ट्रू फॉर एवरीवेयर, बट इफ ही इज नॉट हैपनिंग इन योर लाइफ मीन्स the result of that activity, the direct activity is not manifesting in my life means that's because of my offenses. Maharani's krupa is not there.
Same like Saraswati also.
Falasriti also is not manifesting. Why? So because offenses are there.
One thing when you had mentioned that that Sri Vidagavacharya Prabhupada read somewhere that how do you reconcile that Vidagavacharya says that Ajamita when he chanted Narayan, he remembered Lord and he chanted. Of course, the last verse here, the Praman is there that Bhagavad itself is saying that he's calling out for his son. So how do we reconcile these two things? I think we shared in that class.
कोई एक आचार्य लेने, वीरराघवाचार्य एस प्रॉपर टेक्स टाइम टू टाइम। सो उन लोगों का ही इज फ्रॉम श्री वैष्णव संप्रदाय। We cannot reconcile all his sentences with our Acharya's statements. Two different sampradayas. Okay. Sri Sampradaya. I don't know their fundamentals. And suddenly, all of a sudden, something told their sampradaya. How I can comment on that?
So many times, our national exam speakers means devotees ask this question.
Only experts they can do. Who know
How we should present it to the audience and how what we should.
as a presenter? We should just bow to them, because who knows both sampradayas nuts and crux very deeply, he can reconcile, like Acharya type person. हम तो ऐसे उधर जो है हमारा आचार्य विश्वनाथ और जीव गोस्वामी, जो भी बोले वो बोलते हैं। और फिर राघुचार्य प्रभुपाद लेते हैं ऐसे कभी कभी, हम भी उसे आइडेंटिफाई करते थे। प्रभुपाद भी लिखते हैं एज पर वीर राघवाचार्य। जैसे रिसेंटली वी रेड फ्रॉम कर्म योगा, ज्ञान योगा कम्स फ्रॉम ज्ञान योगा इन दिस ओनली आवर क्लास, लिबरेशन भक्ति योगा फ्रॉम दैट लिबरेशन, दैट्स फ्रॉम वीर राघवाचार्य। कुछ कुछ रिकंसिल कर पाएंगे, कुछ कुछ हमारा बुद्धि से परे हो जाता है, क्योंकि हमको उस संप्रदाय का डिटेल्स नहीं पता है। तो जिसको नहीं पता है हम क्यों उसमें उंगली रखें, हमसे नहीं हो पाता।
अकाल मरणम mentioned
अकाल मृत्यु, हाँ।
What is the
If someone do,
behind that?
yeah.
Because we say that Prabhupada mentioned somewhere killing animals untimely. So
Yeah.
that
That is cause for akala mrityu. Yes.
It is not complete. They can have to take birth, live for so many years and animal life. Is it?
Pramana is there, Shastri Pramana. Certain abominable activities are there. If anyone does that, so they will get the akala mrityu.
So their lifetime decreases.
Decreases.
So that again they have to live for some more years, many.
Whatever destined as per prarabdha, since in this life they did severe sin, now cumulative is deciding the reduced time actually.
Basically, nobody dies before their destined.
Nobody does.
I will say that if somebody killing animals, they are killing entirely.
Because of severe abominable activities, so punishment is coming in this life in the form of akala mrityu. Reduced at the time of birth, as per your prarabdha decided 80 years, but in this span of 8 years he did 50 years, within 50 years age so many abominable activities, then 30 years is cut down and he will be 50 years he'll die.
Then they get some type of death which is horrible.
Yeah, it's said in the third canto 30th chapter that tamasika destination, they'll be going to 28 hellish planets, then they get punishment there. Then as per vasanas they will be taking once again animal life, then in the evolution process they will then finally come to human being. Karmana daiva netrina, once again they enter into human, like that it will go. राजो वाच, थोड़ा समय पढ़िए, आप लोग क्लोज मत करिए ना। कितना समय तक? और 10 मिनट पढ़िए प्लीज। श्रीराजो वाचा निशम्य देव स्वपटोपवर्णितं प्रत्याह किं तानपि धर्मराजा एवं हताग्नो विहतान् मुरारे नैदेशिकैर्यस्य वशे जनोऽयम्। King Parishit said, "O my lord, O Sukadeva Goswami, Yamaraj is the controller of all living entities in terms of their religious and irreligious activities, but his order has been foiled. When his servants, the Yamadutas, informed him of their defeat by the Vishnudutas who had stopped them from arresting Ajamila, what did he reply?" So it is said now already, Vishnudutas defeated Yamadutas and they left to their master and they said after that what happened? Here Parishit once again is asking actually. So I will just repeat little commentary here. In the previous chapter, there is a big purport of the purport that extra additional is given from sloka number 9 and 10, whatever we discussed. So you can go through that. Few points are given, not total. I don't know that who made. It's from Prabhupada purport. No, I think. Additional appendix it is added. I don't know much who added that, but that is from Vishwanath Chakravarti. You can read that. So now this chapter is beginning third chapter. In this third chapter, what we are going to see? Tritiye tu yamam prahur dutaha. So first Vishnu Dutas, Yamadutas, they say, तो my dear master, आपको धर्म पता है या नहीं? आप क्या ऐसा धर्म सिखा के हम लोगों को भेजे? पूरा परास्त होकर आ गए हम लोग। ऐसा उनको भी बोल, मैंने विष्णुदूत भी आपका मास्टर को कुछ नहीं पता है और ऐसा ऐसा आप लोगों को ट्रेन करके इधर भेजे करके विष्णुदूत भी यमराज को बोले, ये यमदूत भी जाके बोले, दोनों को सुन के भी वो अभी भी फिर भी शांति से रहते हैं और उल्टा इनको अच्छे से और सबक से सब बोलते हैं, वो लोग जो बोला वो सही है करके। दैट विल बी सीइंग इन दिस चैप्टर। सो तृतीय तो यमं प्राहुर दूतास्ते स्व अवमाननम। Even that means in this third chapter we are going to see insult by this. They are insulting their master. Sajatan sikshayamasa. But what he did, Yamaraj, he gave proper teachings to them. Bhaktehe Aishwaryam Adbhutam. He also explained glory of the Bhakti and opulence of the Bhakti. Krishna Bhaktaihi Swabhaktaischa Yamo Yadyapi Dikrutaha. Yamaraj was condemned or rejected by, or one way insulted, or one way is made down by Vishnudutas, also by Yamadutas. But still, Nachukopa, he didn't get any angry. Pratyuta, on top of that, Swasikshanat Anutaptavan, Swa Asikshanat, and he repented for that. Oh, I couldn't teach to my servants the right thing. So for that he repented also. So now in this sloka, first sloka, what is happened? Vishnu Dutay Nirnitum Sastram Yamamukhena Api Dradaitum Tritiya. This adhyaya is started by the need of this chapter is whatever said by the Vishnu Dutas, the Bhakti Siddhantas, the Bhagavad Dharma, that is once again substantiated by, or it is made strong by the teachings of Yamaraj also to his servants. Now, in previous chapter we have seen Yamaragne Yatha Sarvam Achachakshur. ये श्लोक number याद नहीं मुझे, तो second chapter. So these people Yamadutas, they went to Yamaraj and they said everything. Parishit Maharaj is asking Tatra Tata Kim Muruttam. Then after that what happened? So like that he is asking question here. Okay, this is the whole scene actually. Next. Yasya devasya nadan यस्य देवस्य न दण्डभङ्गः कुतश्चनर्षे श्रुतपूर्व आसीत् एतन्मुने रुच्यति लोकसंशयं न हि त्वदन्य इति मे विनिश्चितम्. O great sage, never before had it been heard anywhere that an order from Yamaraj has been preferred. Therefore, I think that people will have doubts about this, that no one but you can eradicate. Since that is my firm conviction, kindly explain the reasons for these events. So, what happened between the discussions between these two? He wants to know, Parikshit. And why Yamaraj failed actually to explain all these things to his servants. Why it will not be answered, but Yamasya Devasya Nadanda Bhangaha. So, Kutaschana Arshe Shrutapurva Asit Etat Noni. For that he repented for not teaching the glory of the Bhakti to his servants. Sisukuvacha Bhagavat Purushayrajan Yamya Pratihatotyama Patim Vignapayama Suryamam Samyamani Pati. Sukadeva Goswami replied, My dear king, when the order carriers of Yamaraj were baffled and defeated by order of carriers of Vishnu, they approached their master, the controller of Samyamani Puri and master of sinful persons, to tell him of this incident. Yamaduta Ujuhu, now they are saying, Kati Santiha Shastaro Jiva Lokasya Vai Prabhu Traividyam Kurvata Karma Palabhi Vyakti Tavaha. First and foremost question there, with their frustration actually, with their defeat, they got so much frustration, and with that they are asking. Yamaduta said, Oh, our dear Lord, how many controllers or rulers are there in this material world? आप ही ऊपर है ना तो और कोई है? कितना लोग हैं? वो लोग कौन है हम लोगों को रोकने वाला? कंट्रोलर्स कितना लोग हैं बोलो पहले. अभी तक हम लोग सोचे आप ही सब कुछ है. आपका दंड को भी धिक्कार करने वाला अभी कोई है? ये कैसा है? How many causes are responsible for manifesting the various results of activities performed under the three modes of material nature? Sloka number 4. This is 4. Sarvaloka Parabhava Pradaha Vayamepyevam Parabhavam Sahamahe. Actually, what they are thinking, these Yamadutas, we defeat everyone. सबको घसीट के ले आते हैं. But today we have seen the defeat. We were defeated. अद्य तेषां चतुर्णां चतुर्भुजानां शास्ति कारयित्वा तमेव अजामिलं नरकमेव आनिष्येमः. What is their spirit? We will definitely defeat these 4 Vishnu Dutas. We will first of all find what is the reality from our master. Definitely they should be wrong. We will defeat these 4 people and we will bring that crooked, that sinful Ajamila back to Naraka. This is their spirit actually. And with that spirit they are challenging actually. With the challenging spirit they are asking. So Anishyamaha, that means Narakameva Anishyemaha. If we are not able to bring him back, this Ajamela, to this Naraka, tarhi asya khadyotasya dutyamevavataha param na kurmaha ityantaha kopa gadgada aksharam sapekshamahu. So with that spirit of that to bring, and with that anger, they started asking this thing. That means how many controllers are there? Are you a alone leader or someone else? Yadi syurbahavo loke shastaro dandadharina kasya syatam navatasyam mrutyuschamrutameva va. If in this universe there are many rulers and injustices and justices who disagree about punishment and reward, there contradictory actions will neutralize each other, and no one will be punished or rewarded. Otherwise, if there are contradictory acts fail to neutralize each other, everyone will have the both punishment and reward. So now these people are bringing logic. उसमें अनेक है, एक है. If अनेक है तो वो दोनों एक दूसरे को लड़ते रहेंगे. मैं punishment करूंगा, मैं punishment करूंगा. I will punish. Then nobody will punish. So that's why nobody is getting punishment. It may happen like this. Or otherwise, if both are having friendship, both controllers have friendship, and then both will give punishment to one person. So that's these Yamadutas are putting a logic. What? How many are there? If one is there, who is that one? First of all, you are only the one, or many are there? If many are there, they are saying if they both are compromised each other, then two punishments will be given to one person. Both will give. Or otherwise, if both are fight each other, both controllers, nobody will get punishment. किंतु शास्त्र बहुवत्वे शात्महूनामिह कर्मिणां शास्त्रत्वमुपचारो हि यथा मंडलवर्तिनां. Now they are coming to right conclusion. The Yamadutas continued, since there are many different karmis or workers there, maybe different judges or rulers to give them justice, but just one central emperor controller, different departmental rulers, there must be one supreme controller to guide all the judges. Now they are coming that maybe many controllers are there, but one supreme will be there. Under his direction, all are there doing. That is also can be possible. What structure is there? Tell me. Management structure. They are asking actually. अस्त्वमेको भूतानां स्वेश्वराणामधीश्वरः शास्ता दण्डधरो नृणां शुभाशुभ विवेचनः. The supreme judge must be one, not many. It is our understanding that you are that supreme judge and that you have jurisdiction even over the demigods. Our permissions was that you are the master of all living entities, the supreme authority who discriminates between the pious and impious activities of all human beings. Tasyete vihito dando naloke vartate duna chaturbhiradbhutai siddhair agnate vipralambita. But now we see that punishment ordained under your authority is no longer effective. That means you are not supreme, since your order has been transgressed by your wonderful and perfect persons. By four wonderful and perfect persons. One more. So, niyamanam tavadeshat asma biryatana bruhan vyamochayan patakinum chitva pashan prasahyate. We were bringing the most sinful Ajamila toward the hellish planets following your order, when those beautiful persons from Siddhaloka forcibly cut the knots of the ropes with which we were arresting him. Tanste vedutum ichamo yedi no manyase kshamam narayanyeti vihite ma bhairityaya ityayurdrutam. As son of the sinful Ajamila, as soon as sinful Ajamila uttered the name Narayana, these four beautiful men immediately arrived and assured him, saying, don't fear, we wish to know about them from your lordship. That means real thing these people are saying now. So we are going to take, but at that time he chanted Narayana, then these four people came. Then Yamaraj understood from this whole scene, Acha, Narayana devotees. So if we think we are able to understand them, kindly describe. And now these people are asking Yamadutas, who are those four? Immediately when hear the Narayana, this word Yamaduta, Yamraj, became so, that means excited actually, he understood. Then he will be speaking from the 11th sloka onwards. We'll see in the Monday class. What Yamaraj is going to reply. Thank you very much for your extended support to sit in the class. Any questions, sir?
Well, here, if Ajamla did not chant Narayana in end of life, still Vishnudev will.
No, that situation will happen. Ante Narayana Smriti will happen because he has no sins and he did bhakti. Even so, he is enabled So Lord will make him to remember. Matta smriti gnanamapohanam cha. Because he is eligible candidate to remember Lord. Ante Narayana Smriti will happen.
That's what Prabhu says sometimes.
Even he may not able to chant, but Krishna will come. His devotees will come. Yes.
No, but so Yamada's this punishment, how exactly what is the system of Yamada sends Yamudas to particularly deciding, or Yamudas automatically some system is there, they say that he has to
Most details I don't know.
because Yamada knows all sin. Yamada knows already chanted.
Actually, there are the witnesses are there. Even he cannot directly give judge. Even he knows the in front of his eyes everything happened. Murder also he cannot say that I have seen this is the thing and I am giving judgment. He cannot give like that. Judge always needs witness. For these witness who are these Ashtatikpalaka, Surya, Chandra, all of these, they are the witness. And their representatives will give the witness for this person. So, and this person is put in front of Yamaraj, and these people are giving witness. Maybe they may show whatever he did, and he'll be asking, see, all these things, these people, Indra, Chandra, sorry, Surya, they are showing a whole thing to this person. They will accept. And same thing, even Yamaraj also knows, being he is a supreme controller on this. So then offense is accepted and punishment is sanctioned.
Another question, knowing that Adamla chanted already, another question, knowing that Adamla chanted already Nana, we are not qualified to be not to brought with Kerala. Why Yamuda said
As a mistake हो गया एक बार. He repents, that's it. Anutapa, and he said no actually. He felt bad actually for that. He sent these people to bring him. Yes,
Who are Yamadutas? Are they also ordinary jivas?
yeah, very good question. I was also getting, but I understood. Yanti devan devrataha, pitrun yanti pitravrataha, yamadutan yanti yamaduta. Whoever is worshipping Yamadutas, sir, whoever worshipping Yamaras and seeking for service, and they will be going there. पुलिस जो भी बनना चाहते हैं वो लोग पुलिस बनेंगे. वैसे ही कुछ जीव चाहते हैं यमराज को उपासना करते हैं, हम आपका सेवक बन जाए. मजा आता है इन लोगों को सजा देने. They don't get any karma. Police also they beat the thief, but they don't get any karma. No. Shine Punye Vishanti Mati.
so the Logita holy name mentioned here. So is it referring to only group chanting or is it referring to any type of bhakti, the holy name itself?
Acha, any limit. Upalakshana you can take. Anything is written also somewhere. So holy name, chanting only not, hearing also, remembering also, worshipping also. Similar actually. All direct. By Upalakshana Kakebhya Dadmi Rakshat. So from crows, save, God means here in this sentence only crows we should not take. Whoever is harmful for curd, all these things we should take. That is known as Upalakshana. Similarly, not only just Shravanam we should take, we can take Kirtanam, Smaranam also, and so on. Yeah. Okay, we'll end the class today. This is not the end of the module.
There is one question actually. So, Kripasita, for him, he gets 30 Lord's mercy in Sadhu.
Kripa Siddha?
Kripasita. In case of Kripasita, he gets 30 Lord's mercy or he also gets Sadhu's mercy.
Kripa Siddha actually, for every jiva, very good question. Kripa Siddha also, for getting Lord's Kripa on him, there should be initially, Lord's Kripa always flows behind Sadhu's Kripa. Like example, Kumara's exam episode if we take, Kumaras got the mercy of Lord, that's why they are able to relish the beautiful form. But not other before, like Brugumuni went and he couldn't, Durvasa went, he couldn't relish. Why? Because he got the mercy. Whose mercy? Vishnu's mercy. That's why they are able to relate. But why he gave mercy? Because for Kumaras, Narada and Brahmaji gave mercy. So, principally, Lord's mercy always flows behind Sadhu's mercy. If you don't say like this, then Lord should give mercy independent if he gives, then every jiva should get mercy. Why partiality? Pakshapat dosha will come on him. That's why devotee's mercy is the carrier of Lord's mercy. Thank you, Mr. Prabhupada ki, Grandhara Srimad Bhagavatam ki, Nitai Gaur Premanande. Remaining another 23 slokas. I need 1.5 hours to finish on Monday. Hare Krishna.
Yeah, for the sessions.
This is not end of session. It's Vichitro.
You share some points. What are they?
Ah.
Very inspired and
Very nice. This is very nice technique. Online students, you are able to hear. Prabhuji is saying that. So after end of the session, so generally devotees they share some points with whom they are inspired. Online only one is there. He already left. Was there Prabhu only? अरे इतना सुनिए आप अजामिल का बोलो एक पॉइंट.
In Purport Prose, we read that Srila Prabhupada was writing that you have got this opportunity after long time. So we should appreciate this opportunity.
Yes.
Taken.
That's very important. Yes. We got this Krishna consciousness by the mercy of sadhus. Srila Prabhupada. So that's why we should be very thankful for this opportunity, for getting this opportunity. Always we should appreciate this. We should not forget. We should not take so cheaply and easily. ऐसे बस कर्म करते हैं जैसे कॉलेज में एडमिशन होता है वैसे इधर भी हो गया कुछ नहीं नहीं इसके पीछे जब देखेंगे इफ यू सी द बिहाइंड द रेयर व्हाट इज दैट रेयरनेस millions and millions of jiva one jiva get this kind of opportunity then you can feel appreciation for sadhus and guru and process yeah due to students not for him he came knowing you.
So this is what I always said that many people are chanting in India. So holy names, so that all categories are covered in that one purport.
Yeah. He is impressed with the purport of Vishnu Chakrapuram 9 and 10 of second chapter. Okay.
And also,
any point you can tell from there?
I had that doubt really specifically that in general they are chanting. So why they are not getting benefit that Azam is getting?
Yes.
Okay, for us it happens.
Yeah.
But for them they are not in association of devotees.
Very good. Yes. So now you understood. They are also committing offenses of Arthavad. 5 and 6 and also 8. Vaishnavatma is not there. Then in that case, Bhakti Maharani will not manifest of the holy names glories. They are seeing Bhakti as only just assistant of karma. She is also giving the result of karma. That much. But there is no work of, so holy names work is not manifest. It doesn't mean that the holy name doesn't have power. Holy name have power. But these people are offenders. So like example is given, if a king, if there a great person is there, big personality, he give his protection to those people the way you take shelter. If someone is offensive, then he will not give any shelter. Yeah.
Explain about Bhakti Maharani, how when he don't speak Bhakti Tattva, then she becomes upset and he loses.
Yes. We should not speak about her glories wrongly, or ignorantly, or knowingly or unknowingly. Because of our lack of interest or lack of our intellectual laziness, if we don't learn scriptures, even Prabhupada said that my books are very important. I am pouring my blood to write all these purpose and I am investing all my energy. But if you people are simply take it light and always disturbed with the moving here and there, building this and that, but not taking seriously studying this, then what can I do? Like that he is asking actually. So it's out of our laziness if we don't study and if we keep on spreading we are not spreading properly the glories of Bhakti Marani. So we are part of our own offenses. Yeah. Yes.
Sadhu also very clarified. Any doubts regarding the
Yes.
clarified.
You do.
Really, especially from the beginning, how that Sarvadhan Samadhite and Brahma Bhuyaya Kalpate. There are many statements of Prabhupada where the statement apparently it seems it is very normal that first one does karma yoga, then he does jnana yoga, then he does bhakti yoga, he does liberation. Very simple sentence. But unless one understands it detail from Acharya perspective, then one can explain it differently. Okay, he goes back to God, and otherwise he can also do directly bhakti. But when we understand properly from the Acharyas, then we understand what Prabhupada is exactly writing.
Yes, yes.
What is the tattva behind that line? A lot of explanation is required for that too.
Very nice, actually. This is the point. So, Acharya, Srila Prabhupada, after having such a cumulative knowledge from the various shastras, is writing that sentence. So, one should not take so lightly and with his conditioning state, he not take the condition meaning think that, oh, I read Prabhupada purports, no progress, nothing. No. One should consult proper teacher to learn the right meanings of those. So, yeah.
And then especially how the difference between how the Jnani he attains Brahman and the Bhakta, how he goes back to Godhead, because that Kripa Shakti is there, and how the Jnana,
Two paths.
the Vidya is there, so the modes still act on him.
Yes, yes.
And that part quite clarified many things. So that a diagram of the Jiva with Jnana and Karma in different layers of up till the sense of next.
Very nice, bro. Your hearing is very best. Yeah, it's very nice. Listener.
And mostly all wanted to hear that 9 and 10 verse, this whole Vishnu Chakravarti, but that was very, so all concepts were covered. Most important. Without that, we have heard about that in many Bhagavatam classes where speakers come and say, actually Vishnu Chakravarti explains it in this. But the detailed Sanskrit.
Cumulative way we should not take. Even sometimes people they do na, or 2-3 times they take it and based upon that they say. But if questions comes on this end or that end, then once again speculation comes and it goes like off track and something else. But Vishnu's explanation, if you completely know, then it is covering all the conditions of the possible states in a society. So, because he's covering everyone, karmis he covered, and devotees that means who got diksha, offenders, and he covered once again into 2 categories: with diksha, without diksha, and then after that he covered the demigod worshippers and fully offenders, and also he some so-called Vishnu worshippers he covered. Like that, all combinations he took, and he did justification, explanation he gave. And also devotees became properly dikshit and then in between left. Then what kind of offenses they do and what kind of results they come and how to rectify. That also he gave solution. It's like a very important purport which is giving the complete. Some time ho gaya idhar news mein. Room chahiye. So ultimately, all possible varieties of combinations he covered so that we should not go off track while dealing any case. That's very, we should pay thanks to Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti. He's wonderful. He took a lot of pain for that.
We wish in future some other sections can get your lessons.
Sure. Actually, maybe on class is there. Okay. We'll wind up soon. कृष्ण कृपा बोलो कुछ तो कैसे कृपा
especially while speaking on the topics of great personality given in the Bhagavatam, how we should be presenting that topic without committing offenses.
Yes.
That is what.
Yeah. When we learn Bhakti Siddhantas properly, principles of Bhakti, then only we can present to consciousness of the devotees who are praying, and without any committing offenses towards them, we can present properly. Yeah.
Even my work comments, I was very much stressed by that first of today. What already that should be thinking whoever who will
What kind of opportunity we got? Yes.
another very important. I thought no, I should study that again 2 3 times and then present to the study that 9th and 10th so that
Yes.
because it is very important to give this thing initially only so that
Yeah.
and then it becomes very
They can have the right understanding. Because even for this beginners also we give a small book, Ajamil story book also we give. After studying that, they get so many questions, and if we thoroughly make them to sit and understand the total picture properly, initially if we introduce wrong concepts to them, then in the future days they keep on speculating on that.
Actually, we also question one holy man, first holy. I try to say it.
Yeah.
But it was very clear.
Yeah. Okay. Into this. Janardhan.
Explaining how Sadhurupa works for a jiva.
Yes.
First, the scriptures come, but even the scriptures, unless they have Sadhurupa, that avidya will not be removed. But even then also, you told how without Guru's mercy or others cannot be.
Which cannot be some others which we may not able to cross. We need definitely Guru mercy also. That's why Sadhu, first Shastra, Sadhu, Guru compulsory.
Guru Sadhu Shastra, we have heard a lot of times that this triangle is there, we have to take it all three together. But like this expression, I have not was all three are most important.
Yes.
With one word or the other is not going to help us.
Yeah. Guru also living Guru. Nowadays that is required actually. Nowadays otherwise actually anytime Guru means everyone obviously take living Guru only. But now it became because of Kali Yuga, people can deviate like anything. Now it became need of mentioning living Guru.
Another point is first chapter 70 verse. There it is so that in this path of fear, there is no fear. There is none this writing that we need not fear that we will not people will become envious like when we are doing karma or you will be left out without any help in path of jnana.
Yeah.
So
Yes, comment Vishnu is right.
So in this process, then we need not fear anything. It's all up to us only.
Yes.
That the kind of service we are doing. We need not see who's doing what, compare or have fear.
Yes.
Whether I am below or above.
Yeah.
We have to just.
That means they feel envious, and Gnanis they feel fear because of, so they are dependent on themselves. Devotees we have shelter of the Lord, fearless, happy, so safe journey, bhakti life.
God has covered everything. We just have to sincerely do.
Yes. Not covered bhakti, sincere bhakti. Yes, Prabhu.
Transcendental diagrams, which was
Transcendental.
opening idea. Understand how actually the jiva is getting into different paths by Sadhu. Really amazing.
And I request all of you to go through Bhakti Prakara. Recently, I did 11 hours course actually. Iskcon Dwaraka. So please go through that. Then you can identify all types of Bhakti in transcendental diagram where to keep. That also you will understand. Types of Bhakti and in transcendental diagram where to keep. It will become so quite helpful for you further to understand what is pure Bhakti and what is Mr. Bhakti.
And also, why we are not getting results whatever we practicing, but it's because of offenses. You mentioned that we should avoid offenses, all things offenses,
Yes.
and
Work on the destroying the existing offenses.
how, what is the, you said, what is the weapon for that is another.
Yes, that is. So that we cannot commit further offenses, and for the existing offenses, satata kirtanam is needed. That is.
I am inspired by your focus on universal service. Surrender.
Yeah, thank you.
Because I especially always think, okay, I'm doing universal service. But I keep on hammering that we are not on the track. It's always heavy to me to hear it, but still it is the way that you mentioned example of dirty water you cannot wash because dirty water you cannot save. You have to bring the pure water, pure service.
Yes,
The
yes.
fact that comes by full surrender
Yes.
and Shraddha.
Yeah.
So it's very much inspiring. And second point about Krishna with the prana.
Yes.
That was very much inspiring how a devotee doesn't care about whether he is going to hell or comes by or not.
Yeah.
He's always there to please the Lord.
Yes.
Just focused on pleasing the engaging the bhakti or pleasing the Lord. Not called to use her. That's a very spirit. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I had in Bhakti class when it's like Karma Yoga by practicing one gets his 5 benefits. But how he gets, I was not clear that you are telling.
Antakarna Siddhi and
Also that's
yeah.
practice in that state.
Yes, yes.
Like what the soul is there.
Yes, yes.
So by that they will get. And then Ajamala, how you was a ground,
Yes.
space, then again you get them.
Yes, yes.
Again how you get that.
Yeah.
And like that you are saying that we have to keep.
Thank you, Rose. Thank you very much. That mic is okay, all right.
Also,
Okay.
I was not planning to come today. Some other years to be discussed in so great way. I have to come back specifically in that 5, 6, 7, 8 offense. It is affecting the people how they are taking opinion. This understanding and something nice experience.
Thank you, Rose. Thanks for all of you. So we'll meet on Monday. Monday will be time will be intimated. So 11 o'clock, I think. 11 o'clock I can take class actually. Thank you, Srila Prabhupada ki, Samasta Gaura Bhakta ki, Nitaya Gaur Premana. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna.
Bhakti Sangam class also is on their website. And in that channel, full. And what is there? Bhagavad Gita is Bhagavad Gita. But 13 to 18 is there. 13 to 18 is there. You want that one? That one, yeah. From first Karma Yoga section, 1 to 6 you given. 1 to 6. Still only Gita are Desha, but